I'll tell you.
Cards up. So tell me about this Allo situation.
One of our operators, actually two of our operators, including Captain Rivers over here, identified Allo as one of the synthetics accompanying the group that attacked our operators in the sewers earlier. After the gala, we brought her in for questioning and ran a few personality tests on her, as well as talked to her companion in the situation, Coach Eric, who was a very nice and cooperative man. After the talks were over, we let them go back to the row. Because we got a lot of information out of that talk. For once, we know who owns that synthetic. This is Mr. Bertram from the row. He officially is the owner of the tea house, but he seems to actually be earning his money through decking and other things. Additionally, he seems to be around in the sewers quite often, and even though while Allo claimed that she did not know any of the people that attacked our patrol in the sewers, the fact that they were perfectly fine with her being around, and the fact that she showed some signs of potentially trying to mislead us with the information she gave us in that situation indicates that that is in fact not the case, that she is familiar with at least one or multiple of the individuals. Additionally, we learned a little bit more about her personal history. For one, that even though for us she pretends to be a tea house synthetic, her original programming seems to be of medical nature. Which is matching with an information that Mr. Walker gave us a few days ago.
Avalon is here, their CEO.
I can't leave that one waiting.
Well, should we continue
The new
this meeting at another
CEO or
point?
the one that was before?
You have to forgive me, it's,
David or oh yeah, he's mad. Okay. Yep.
We
I'll
will
have to deal
continue
with
at
him.
another
We'll have
time.
to talk
We'll be
about it
back later
another
today if
time.
that's
Yep.
okay for you.
Understood.
Alright.
Right.
What is the best radio channel to reach you at once we are ready?
Channel 45.
Perfect.
We make
Thank
sure
you
that
very
it's
much for your
always staffed
cooperation.
with at least one person.
We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused, but thank you for your time regardless. We'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
We understand
It's
how
always a
things
pleasure
work
to work with
here.
Trident.
Of course. We know you have many choices, but we thank you for choosing Trident. Have a fantastic day.
Likewise, Flounder.
Balder.
The other two Avalon employees.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
the
you.
two that
Thank you.
before
Thank you.
the CEO, of course.
Understand.
I believe one of the
I'll take care of
employees
that.
probably dropped it.
Yes, most likely.
No way.
Yeah. Edward, I actually just got a mail from Jerry.
Admiral, I believe that
Let's
your
actually sit down over here.
your voice.
Oh, did it break again?
Yes. Modulators changed.
Here we go. That should work better.
Red is not in the RP today, unfortunately, I do not believe.
I swear to God, one day I'm going to kill somebody who made this thing. So, mail from Jerry.
Right. Swear I
Well, the
should
funny
start
part
asking
is
him
we're
to
sitting
tell
inside
me
the
these
network
things
and-
too.
We're sitting inside the network and we're getting emails. So, what's this? Interesting. Apparently, Mr. Fedorov, from Valkyrie, approached Jerry to forward a legal document to us. They wish that our operative Phoebe immediately ceases all operations in and around the volcano and the wastelands.
Great. How are we
Are
gonna
we
deal
getting
with that?
paid for this?
Well, does it say so?
Nope.
Then I guess we better go over to Valkyrie and double check.
Alright. You're the guy for the legal stuff.
Look, if they've got any legal grounds to stand on, I'll still find a way to take it out from under them.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole lot of going through paperwork again, I can tell already.
Yep.
I hate going here.
It's so red.
Really is. Never gets any easier on the eyes.
I don't know when I've been here the last time.
Was it, well, that training we did, I think, briefly?
Oh, Mr. Gray. Oh, and the pals from Shemetz are here too.
Wonderful.
Right. All right. Cool. Let me go back there and see where it was stuffed. Astral.
Gentlemen.
What
Good day, Mr. Gray.
what can I do for you while I'm?
We would like to talk to Mr. Fedorov.
Sorry. Say that one more time.
We would like to talk to Mr. Fedorov. Artyom, I believe is his first name.
Right. Let me check on his status. See where the fuck he is. I haven't seen him.
Be very
a
helpful,
bit.
thank you.
Absolutely. No problem.
2 days later. it feels
Good
like.
morning.
Good morning.
I think it's more around afternoon already.
Everyone's
Who
just
knows?
arriving.
It
So,
feels like it should
What are
probably
you
be
guys doing over
afternoon.
here?
Grabbing something of ours that they have been refusing to give back. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter.
Seems like they like to make a lot of refusals around here.
It really seems the case.
So, you've been around on this planet a little longer than I have. Is it usual that they just randomly write legal notices being like, blah blah blah, you person XYZ now have to stay out of this area?
That sounds
Are they always taking themselves that important?
Valkyrie?
Yep.
Well, in the past, they were all dying, so
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
Everyone
Makes
that I
sense.
knew from
So they
Valkyrie.
were busy dying more than
last
doing
year.
anything else, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Apparently, they went out on some missions and they kept on dying, and then it was just Luca that was left.
I mean, to quickly give you an insight on what's going on, apparently they're currently trying to shut down our operations in the wastelands with Phoebe.
Sent us a cease and desist,
Ah.
it seems.
Hmm. Interesting.
If you want me
Do
to
they
read
have
any of
jurisdiction
the cease and desist,
over the wasteland?
I can help out, but I'm happy to help out,
I
thanks, you
can
know?
forward it to you. Here you go. I don't know how much you know about Phoebe, but Phoebe
Probably
is
nothing,
operated
but I
that we
can
currently
find
have in the
stuff out if you want.
wastelands. Well, Phoebe is one of our operators down on the Wastelands who is the main responsible person for supplying
I think I'm better.
that is over here with Volcanium, for example.
Ah. That is something we should probably definitely look into then. And her place is still not the apartment. We should probably use it to monitor the apartment.
Careful, Admiral.
So you're telling me that Valkyrie is claiming jurisdiction over the wasteland as resources, technically?
It says something in here about, well, the exact wording is, in or near the volcano, with no further definition.
That sounds flimsy at the best, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If they aren't giving you a direct perimeter, then there is no perimeter, therefore they don't legally have any say on it, unless they provide you the actual paperwork in which showing where the perimeter is.
We would need land acquisition
why would they need
paperwork
anything
as
down
well as
there?
all of the boundaries as well, yes.
Exactly.
Proof of
It's going to
ownership.
be a
Additionally,
pain in the
I-
ass for you. Fine,
Additionally, I
for
think
them
it's
to
quite
give it
funny
to
that
you.
they're taking, and no offense there, but that they're taking legal action against a drone.
That is actually quite funny. You'd think they would take legal action against the people that own said drone and not said drone.
Yes.
Valkyrie's a little simpler, I
Fine.
think.
I think that needs to gain some brain cells.
Yes.
I've only been here, what,
They
3
sometimes
days
seem
now?
to be a little... Yeah.
And they've already,
Has it been 3 days
my
already?
patients go, whoop.
Time does fly when you're having fun, it seems. We've all been very busy after all.
And time does not fly when you're waiting for somebody. Edward, would you mind trying out that trick with the footprint on the doorbell?
They know we're
You know
here,
what I
Admiral.
recommend doing? Ding dong ditching. I watched the Wastelanders do it, it was quite funny.
We already were thinking about setting up a golf tournament where we place people in front of the doorbell and then maybe over there and have them try to hit the doorbell with the golf ball.
You'd probably have time. You'd probably have time to set that up.
Yeah.
That and the fact if anyone comes out and catches us, we can always say we're just testing your security features to make sure that things the size of golf balls going through your doorways don't trigger the alarm systems. See, that's a
I mean,
gratuitous
maybe
oversight.
we should say that things at the size of golf balls trigger the alarm systems because that could already be a small grenade.
Exactly. Yeah. Just some C4 and a detonator, very small, throw it through, get to where all the electronics are on the backside, blow it up. I get inventive.
This is why we have good friends at Astral. Creative minds.
Normally
Now, we
people think
certainly
inside
have
the
not
box.
had
We
that
tend to
idea
blow
in
the
front
box
of your
up.
door yesterday.
Blowing box up? I think we can respect that, no? No?
Sorry, what was
No,
that?
no,
I
no.
was just lost in thought.
Don't worry, it is completely fine. We're just
Happens to
talking about
everyone.
people thinking inside the box. These would like to blow up the box. We appreciate that, you know?
Yeah.
They're taking
Electrical charge.
ages.
I apologize. My mind is just.
I swear. Yes, I can feel it going elsewhere.
Happens to the best of us.
Hey, Douglas. Do you think if we screw off the button of the doorbell, can you hotwire it in a way that it just constantly rings?
Why do they have a dummy?
Easily.
Because
Hello?
I had an idea of what to say. I refrained.
I'm very confused with what's happening right now.
So am I.
Especially
Oh,
considering
gentleman from
seeing
Avalon.
Avalon's here as well.
Hello.
We're Velo medical professionals. Did he just carry a corpse or a dummy? Do you know anything about
Well,
that?
of course not.
I saw a dummy.
I mean, they seem very still. You can't tell the difference between corpses and dummies sometimes enough.
They do lie very still, both of them.
I suppose.
Very still, both of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
welcome to the line of people that are just getting ignored. Good luck ringing the
it's
doorbell.
fine.
We've been
No.
standing here for the past 10 minutes. We know they're in there, they just choose to not.
Come out.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
we've got the
Really,
advantage
we've been-
now.
We've even
got a,
talked to them.
we've
We're
got a
still waiting
CEO
for
from a
them.
corporation here. They have to answer the door faster.
I don't know.
You know, if you have some scrap parts, like, could just make a small little rig to just constantly hit the doorbell.
Oh, like one of those wee water dipper things.
Let's make a little.
Yeah, yes.
These bird things for the dead.
No.
Same brain,
I go down
Admiral,
to the
same
waist stand,
brain.
I grab Sheila. I ask if she wants to play Ding Dong Ditch with Valkyrie again.
Should we move on to a different company? We're waiting in line. Might as well not be stuck.
I
True.
suppose. Yes.
Less resources,
Good idea.
less issue, and it's free because she'd probably agree to it.
You look at the line.
It's like
never
almost no resources.
We're going to need it.
At least,
Seems.
what, 4 people long?
I can make
Thank
it
you.
with a motor and 2 pieces of scrap.
two companies are waiting for them, so who
A
knows?
small motor.
Yeah, but they might destroy that. Not waste.
So what?
Whilst I can go to the wasteland,
Valkyrie's not
go
gonna be
get Sheila and a
professional
group
about
of
this.
people who will have
I'm highly
Ding
tempted
Dong
to just jump up on that car
and there will
and
be a
sit on the bonnet.
spectacle out of it.
Highly tempted.
Okay. To what?
I mean, at this point, I'm highly tempted to just poop on said bonnet.
Wow.
Maybe
Yeah.
that will get
Sitting on it would
more
sort of be
Sorry,
rubbing
what?
one's ass on it, so it's sort of there.
Front doorsteps.
I'm sorry, what?
We have had some rather not so nice experiences with Valkyrie in the past.
I see, okay.
Relatable.
Especially with Mr. Capri. I mean, you were there, right?
What?
That is-
Oh, finally,
I
look,
remember.
someone's decided to show up.
Wonderful.
Sweet
Well, the
time.
question is, will he see us turn around and leave again, or...
You should take bets on it.
Good day, my lovely fellow
Oh,
corporate.
wonderful.
It was an absolute pain, and it took many pleasing of many battle gods of Valkyrie in order to get it, but I managed to pull it from storage.
You want to grab it or shall I?
I'll take it.
Well, don't
I was
keep me
going to
waiting.
say it. I
Yeah,
think
go
it's your
ahead.
baby more than anything.
Wonderful.
Yes. Thank you.
It is a bit broken, but wanted to make sure that get
Did you
back
break it
again.
more?
No,
Did you?
we
Really?
haven't had a chance to look at it.
3 days you should have.
We should have. Been a long day so far. Hello. What can I do for you?
So, we're still waiting for Mr. Fedorov here, and you should probably also reach out to Avalon ASAP. Their CEO just rolled by, and he didn't seem to be in a happy mood.
Especially being stood
And
up.
what is this about?
We got a nice little document from Mr. Fedorov, that we have a few questions about.
And what are they pertaining to?
Apparently he wrote a cease and desist notice about the toaster. And we were a little bit confused as to what that is about.
Sorry. He wrote a cease and desist on a toaster.
Yes, a synthetic, a repair drone to be precise.
And there's a problem with that? I didn't know Astral concerns themselves with issues of toasters. Times must
We're
be
just
tough.
slightly confused why that cease and desist notice ended up in my inbox.
Yes. I mean, it concerns us when we
You-
own said toaster, after all.
Are you trying to harm said toaster, and then
No, we own said toaster, and, said toaster usually fulfilled the job, but, according to this notice, apparently said toaster is supposed to stay away from a certain area, and we are just slightly confused why that is. Because
So there's more
there's
to
a
the
few
story.
problems with this. On one hand, the area never got completely specified, and on the other hand, we're slightly confused why you take legal action against the synthetic.
It is peculiar. I'm sure there's a reason to it. Unfortunately, that operative is a bit occupied at the moment, and I don't know when he would be next available. Would it be easier for me to touch base with him and then reach out to you two, or?
That would work for us. You can reach us on radio channel 45 whenever you want.
45. Well, I'll see why there's so much commotion about this toaster, and we'll get in touch.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, and yeah, you should probably really reach out to Avalon. Their CEO didn't seem happy that he rang the doorbell and nobody answered.
Yes.
Oh, he was here and rang the doorbell. Ah.
Yep.
Well,
You don't even have a
there was
guard
line
posted
and it
out
was
front
quite
to
busy.
radio into you to tell you that the Avalon CEO shows up. Kind of. Looks
Unfortunately,
poor.
the majority of our operatives are busy. Well, being busy, it's hard to please everyone. Well, have a lovely day now.
Likewise.
Phoebe, this is the position, please.
This is why I didn't want to work for Valkyrie.
Hello, Admiral. Status is average and currently in Scottown.
Well, Phoebe would be ready to have a longer talk via the radio in about 3 minutes. We're just moving to a more private space. Goodbye, Bison. Why do I have the feeling that this will just be a humongous shit show?
I've got the feeling they're proverbially talking out their ass.
Yeah, probably. I mean, worst case, you know what we can just do if they want to go through with that legal notice?
What's that?
We rebrand her as Phoebe 2.0.
Yes, we literally only have to change a single letter in her name.
Yep.
I wonder if
So,
their legal
Phoebe, are
department
you
knows
ready
what
to
they're doing.
talk?
Affirmative, Admiral.
Would you mind explaining to me why we just got a legal notice from Valkyrie that requests you to stay away from the vicinity of the volcano?
It's an ongoing problem with the volcano and the denizens of Scottown. The notice was probably sent because I haven't been able to talk to the superior that I have contact with yet. I do not believe you need to worry about it for much longer.
Would you mind elaborating what makes you think that?
If I am right, the and Scraptown is planning a major offensive against Valkyrie in the future. Their presence in the volcano is not welcome, as the wasteland is considered neutral territory for everyone involved. So for Valkyrie to lay a claim to it is an error. What I'm hoping is to make a deal with a Valkyrie representative that I made contact with some time ago, and if I can make a deal between Scraptown and Valkyrie, then everything will be legal. The only reason
Who
why
is
we were
that
discussing-
representative?
His name is RT, or that is how he introduced himself to me.
Artyom Fedorov, I know him, yep. Alright, continue.
The hope is that not only will I prevent a conflict between Scraptown and Valkyrie, but we'll also gain mining rights down here in Scraptown, which means mining rights for us in the Astral.
Alright. The next time something like this happens, please brief me on it earlier, okay?
Understood.
Alright, you can continue with your day for now. I'll call on you if I need you.
Understood, Admiral. Thank you.
Well, that's some news.
Quite. I suppose she's not too wrong. If we can finagle it correctly with the documentation. After all, if we get to see their property rights and such to make sure that their claim in the first place is actually legitimate, we can probably doctor it.
Do you think we should attempt to get Trident into the boat, as this technically also has an influence on them and their operations in Scraptown?
Well, to be fair, all the corporations, I believe, are giving sovereignty, if I remember rightly.
To my understanding, Trident is the major initiator of that.
Yes. We can definitely bring that up to Trident as well. Doesn't hurt to add as many screws on as possible. Especially if we add pressure, they break. Or they just make a mistake and it's easy enough to, well, throw them to the dogs.
So, what would you recommend as the plan of action then?
Well, depending on who contacts us first, be it Trident or Valkyrie. If it's Valkyrie, we can go and at least get a look at the documentation that they have beforehand. Run over that. If they don't have any legal grounds to stand on in the first place, then there's no harm, no foul, as it were. They can't do anything about it. If they decide to try and do something about it by attacking Phoebe, well, I'm sure we've got more than enough ways to return hostilities.
Yes. I mean, worst case, if they actually have something against Phoebe that is legally worth something, we can always offer to replace Phoebe in your current position with a different synthetic.
Yes. No, I
At
think
least
that
legally
brings it.
speaking, we can probably
Yes.
bring her to Shimetsu to get her frame ID changed up and paint a nice 2 behind her name.
Exactly. Oh, where did you get this new synthetic? You know, we've got lots of them. Goes all the way up to as many numbers as you can
Yes,
think.
they're
We can do it on a daily
They are
basis.
standard issue repair drones after all.
Yes. I don't think they're picking the right kind of fight, to be fair.
In the end, we're all on the same side, just some people don't understand.
So why do you think I left my family in Valkyrie? They're too rigid in their thinking. They see one thing and they go straight towards it.
Is that a common problem with Valkyrie?
From my perspective, yes. I was making analogies about blowing up the box for nothing.
I honestly haven't had terribly much interactions with them in the recent years, so I
I've
don't
kept
know
my
how they've
distance.
changed.
So. It's not like my family's high up or anything, they're just grunts in the machine, so I've got no strings I can pull or anything, unfortunately.
That is perfectly fine. By the way, is it just me or are the magnetic hosts weird today?
A little bit, yes. Yes, I think they are. Can't quite set my rifle where I like it, but maybe I'll try slinging it on my back, as much as I dislike doing that normally.
Yeah. Yeah, my gun is almost hovering above the holster. Did one of the magnets lose polarization?
It's okay, I find my pockets for some reason are just sealed closed, so I can't get anything out of them. These damn
Maybe we
latches.
should check the ship for a radiation leak. Because this sounds dangerous.
Be terrible. Have to talk to an engineer. Core better not be faulty or something.
Yeah.
Last thing we want is
Maybe
for the
we should
Leviathan
hit
to
up
blow up
Avalon
up
about
here.
that. Yeah. You know what? Let's go over to Avalon and talk to them about that. Just let us check for radiation and
Sure, why not?
maybe have Cindy come down here. Check in.
That or, well, we get to see how annoyed their CEO happens to be.
Yeah. I've heard stories about that guy. He seems to be relatively short-tempered. I mean, you've seen how Conrad reacted to him. If Conrad reacts that way, that's not a good sign.
Well, Trident does always try to put their best foot forward for everyone.
But the only person that I've seen Conrad react this way for is Reynolds.
Reynolds is galactic, though. That's very understandable.
Yep. That makes me concerned about the Avalon guy. By the way, it's almost a little late for Ophi's check-in.
She's probably forgotten.
Ophi, this is the Admiral. Please report your status and position. This is your scheduled check-in.
Guess we're going to just take a regular walk.
Hello. This is Ophi checking in. I am still in the row with...
This good. Does everything look good down there?
Yes.
Alright, very good. The next scheduled radio contact time is, considering the status, I would say in the T-minus 56 minutes, 56 minutes, the 30 minutes mark.
Understood.
Let's see if she actually takes the initiative and sends the report first without us having to prompt her this time.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to go through a class about radio behavior with everybody at some point.
Do some comms.
Maybe we
check.
can actually have maybe we can actually have Jerry hold that class. I'm pretty sure we'd like to get licensed as a tutor on that topic.
Still makes me despair a little that no one knows how to do a proper sit rep sometimes.
I mean, to be fair, if you just look at us up here, 5 people, 10 different comms schools, so we all learned our crafts somewhere else.
True. Great. Not even a guard.
Nobody here.
I'd put credits that there's no one here.
How can it be that they have these office towers and 99.9% of that seems to just be cardboard cutouts sitting at desks?
Yes, no, I'm pretty sure most of the people working don't have clearances to actually open the gates. They probably have to file them in every morning.
Might as well just replace them with cardboard cutouts then.
I don't know if cardboard cutouts can type, though.
And replace them with an AI. Takes less space.
Money, Admiral, money.
Well,
Alright, Jack, how's it going?
in long term, it's probably cheaper to buy one AI once instead of having to pay all these human cardboard cutouts for decades.
There's probably some legalese put in somewhere by one of the other corps that stops people from doing AI replication so that they can't just cheap out like that. Programmed obsolescence and all.
Who knows? I'm actually gonna respawn and see if I can fix my pockets because it's triggering me.
Same. Fix my pockets.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so I'm ready.
Oh, look at that. Perfect timing.
Sorry about that.
And we are already here.
Oh, wow.
Efficiency.
Today, we come here to mourn a family member. The Vibroblade was loved by all it interacted with.
I already gave it.
And it will be forever forgotten. I mean, remembered. I have to go to this meeting.
Did Flounder break his vibroblade?
It malfunctioned on its own when...
I don't want to know whose office
Yes,
it is up there.
that poor bastard's window is gone.
Don't worry. It's... No one's implied to be there, by my records.
They're all in here.
And before we find out that that was actually the room to Reynolds' personal sauna.
Mm-hmm.
At the nick of time. That was cool. Thank you. I'm the best. I'm the best.
You did it. Congratulations.
Thunder,
Yes.
little tip from the professionals. The next time you do a gun salute, try to not shoot the building.
Straight up in the air.
But it's so big.
There are people in there, Flounder.
bullets-
Potentially.
Straight up in the air is also a good idea because...
Oh my god!
You might have just covered a man's desk in glass.
Be in that room. It's fine.
Congratulations.
Probably an employee who just shat himself. Just pure terror.
Like you're a security bot and not a cleaner.
Master, it's me from Shiretsu, London. If you would like to meet us outside the Valkyrie, that would be wonderful if you can
I'll
have
take
someone to
that.
spare.
Alright, you take that, I'm going to take this.
Or if it is better, I would like, I don't know, maybe meet you at
This is
Union.
Astral.
Captain
I'm on
Rivers is
my
on
way.
the way to meet you.
Thank you very much, that would be very useful.
Excuse me, could one of you gentlemen let me out? Thank you. Always the way. When one meeting starts, another one suddenly pops up at the same time. Have to love it.
Of course. Simply ring the bell when you're back and you return.
Thank you, Reginald.
Yeah.
It
And
is
I
a shame we don't
recommend
have
us-
Jonathan.
Gentlemen.
Yes, I recommend us.
Do you mind playing
situation to him.
Rough Boy for a little bit? Do you don't mind playing a little rough today?
Let's just take away from some of their cameras.
I think over here is wonderful, no?
I'm assuming you've got a plan of some kind, then.
Oh shit. Sort of, kind of, not really.
So that's, I think the best bit is, at the moment, Valkyrie is...
Hello, is there something we can help you with?
Oh, no,
At the
we're
moment,
just
we're gonna be in there
friendly
in a
chatter.
bit.
Yeah, we're just doing a friendly idle chatter at the moment, thank you.
And why are you doing it at Valkyrie?
Because we're about to go over.
Oh. Yeah, we already talked
Fair
about the moves
enough.
here.
Alright. I guess I'll see you there.
See you in a little bit. Currently, right now, Valkyrie has one of our AI cores that they should have given us. That is funny.
Hold that one seems to be AI core, but I can tell you right now it's fake.
Don't know anything about that kind of thing,
just
but...
received a ping that they are working on it right now.
Oh. So they're trying
So we're
to
going to be a
steal
little
corporate
bit-
tech. Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And,
We're going to go in, demand it. If they don't want to demand it, well, we have you just in case anything gets too dicey, you know.
Well, they'll
Mostly.
probably remove my weapon from me upon going in. But,
This is why we're
I
not
have
doing it
some-
inside, we're doing it outside, I think.
I mean,
which would mean, if you're looking to hire Astral specifically for protection on this, sure.
Just a 5 minutes anything. If not, then we're going to Trident, and I'm sure Trident's going to have a wonderful time either way.
Yes, I've currently got
Yeah.
someone in Trident at the minute anyway. The Admiral's there.
Wonderful.
alright, shall we go,
Basically, you're just there to look scary, honestly.
Yes, I can do that.
Wonderful. Because I don't know how to shoot.
I can tell
And
you.
I think anyone can notice that. I hate to say it. I think anyone can tell I don't know how to shoot.
You'll be fine.
You put
I
the...
don't even know where the safety is
you-
on this thing.
Oh, no.
We
You're going to have to work
We
with
need
that,
a-
I think, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. No, desk job, but no,
Alright,
you don't
let's-
get a gun.
Let's get this situated. I need to do something in a row.
Yes.
Yeah,
To
if
be
I
fair,
say
I
this
need to
sort
talk
of
to
way-
you as well at some point anyway.
Wonderful. We can get this all sorted very quickly. Or not, we can't wait. Wonderful. Thank you for being spooky, man.
Well, having a big gun never hurts.
Big gun make people talk sometimes, you know?
Technically, it's more
I like
scary.
big guns.
I like it.
Thank you. Oh, I'm working on it.
Surprisingly,
So
some
a
people
few
would think
things
this
work
is
out,
scary,
but,
but two of those at the same time is actually terrifying.
Two of those would be equally terrifying.
Yes, they're a bit cumbersome when you're using your spare hand to
In my
offset yourself.
opinion, a person who knows how to use a gun is just terrifying, in my opinion. But that might just be from a non-gun user.
It's more a person that knows how to use their body than the actual firearm.
Oh, wonderful. I'm also being patient. They can suck my dick on that
I
department.
have an idea. Takes it out. I'm gonna throw that through here. I get their attention.
I don't think that's the most
I
professional
mean,
way to go about
it's
it.
theirs anyways.
This is not the most. There we go.
Can I help you?
Are you going to give us our
No.
car back, or are you going to keep giving us funnies?
That's your core.
See him pick it up.
Are you
Clearly
sure
it's
about
not.
It's really not.
I mean, let me see it.
Oh. There you go.
Am I looking at the same thing? What is it?
Yeah, it's literally the same exact thing that you gave me.
Yep.
It's a broken Beowulf core.
No,
I
it
don't
is a
understand.
fake.
Okay, well,
Would
I
you
can
like
go
to
back to the
send anyone?
technicians.
No, I think, who is it that company might have it? The third-person party user you might be having your site now, potentially.
I'm sorry, one more time?
You know your third party that you hired to
Kuiper.
deal with the decking. Yes, that one.
What
I'd
about
ask
them?
them if they had it.
Space
Interesting.
Ah,
Let me go
wonderful.
ask them now.
And now they whisper about
sure
it
it's
and try to flail to figure out what they can do to make sure that they can try to fob it off.
Yes.
Try to
Here's another
spin.
thing. They're probably gonna. Kuiper might not be the one with it. She'll probably gonna spin it like Kuiper never had it, and
Exactly.
which would be true. But at the same time, they kept it here.
Well, my personal
And
opinion would be
Probably they have them
to
work on it.
strip search them then to make sure that they're not carrying it.
Well, it seems like this was just a simple game of. Ooh,
Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
The magnetic
A
holsters
simple
today have
game of
been weird.
switcheroo. It seems
That's
like
what-
Kuiper
it's only
wanted
that
to
cause
be
I got
safe
that.
and had previously swapped the core. I've instructed them to go get it. It's obviously not here. We'll have it for you tomorrow.
Today. Now. We're not
Tomorrow.
playing games.
I'm not
We're
serious.
not playing games.
Can you go get it now then, Kuiper? Apparently Shimetsu is very demanding today. No. Where are you going? Did you hide it in our own facility?
Oh, so you have it here. Oh, well, that's
Wonderful.
fascinating. So it is here.
We
Oh,
will go
thank
get
you.
it then.
I have to go get my
Yes.
Then let's go get it. After you.
Yes, come on.
My gosh.
In the DM real quick.
And this is why I left Valkyrie.
Wonderful.
Understandably.
that watching that absolute shit show.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like to check the location of the core. Since you said it was.
Yeah, well, so the core, it's well, last known location is inside Valkyrie, inside Valkyrie Labs, or Valkyrie. Actually, hold on, let me see.
Was the
let me see if they
ping
put it
today?
anywhere. Yeah, the ping was today. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Let me see where I where they put it. 1 second.
Do you want me to send that information to my phone so you can?
Oh, they got
so I can show them
fucking
where
caught
that's
and
at?
bent over.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
So, as I just pinged, it is clearly still up there, so.
Yes, yeah, they've got the subtlety of a lump hammer.
I feel like Trident would really like this information, you know?
They very much
Oh,
would.
definitely.
I mean, they'll take anything after all.
Exactly. Run over to Trident after this. I'll do it personally.
All you do is you threaten
And if you
them
ask
with
me, I think-
trying to run a story on
Go on.
Valkyries trying to steal technology, get a whole smear
Oh,
campaign going.
exactly.
See.
Exactly. And then they get it on Avalon, that, and then also basically any of the manufacturing companies.
If they're trying to steal
Immediately sign
Shimetsu's
off.
tech, whose tech will they try to take next?
Next, exactly.
Precisely.
Hey, I like how we think.
Be taken care of.
Very trying to think life. Just trying to.
The bureaucratic mind is a terrible thing.
We're not trying to do it.
Sorry, that was me. God.
It's basically the same as me throwing the thing too earlier, so.
Yeah. The last ping was inside Valkyrie HQ. It doesn't have an approximate doesn't you have an approximate location of inside Valkyrie HQ?
Does it have a timestamp?
Timestamp is like start of day.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How often can you do that?
With an AI call? Whenever, really, as long as it's connected, I think.
Define that. Do you mean ping it?
Yes,
Or...
the pinging thing. And
right.
how generalized is the location? Obviously, you know that it's here, but if you were to ping again when it's right in front of you, or what they're presenting as what's right in front of you, because they are taking their sweet time.
Sweet time again. Honestly, I should
They
have requested
don't
to
know
come
about
with
the
them.
ping
You
yet.
could have gotten.
Not a lot of people really know that we can ping your locations. However,
Doing it, it depends if they can see you do it to check when they bring out another core.
Exactly.
It's also the fact that I don't think this one's going to be working anymore.
Sure. Funny, if they do try to get into it, they're in for a little surprise. So,
Well, good suggestion might also be to make sure someone can get in there and check whether or not they actually got anything sensitive from you.
I don't think they have gone to.
no,
here they come.
Well,
No?
Did Nix already get to you so far?
Ah, yes, he already
yeah,
got back
we're
to us.
speaking
We're
to-
just waiting on him. He's taking his time again.
Yeah, it seems that you're looking for a core, yes?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, it seems it was
actual
hidden in
one-
our own lab.
Not a phony one. And apparently your
There was a
third
phony one?
party hit it. Yes.
Yes, that explains why the technicians are currently trying
I
to get behind the wall to
recommend,
get it.
Firing your third party if they're going to give you fake ones to give to us.
Yeah, I don't believe they'll be a part of our staff or in our employ for long. And I'm not sure if you're aware what we do with Valkyrie dropouts, but it's not pretty.
Wonderful. Oh, shit.
Really isn't.
And Astral, how are you doing?
Oh, doing fine.
Interesting to see you accompanying these two.
I've
Just in
got
case.
some of my own business here as well, but
In case.
Mm.
In case of what?
They needed us after this anyway.
Sorry, you can
And they
have
have
to say it again.
stuff with you. So
Yeah,
they
I
have
understand.
conversation with you, they have conversation with
I have
us.
to talk to
so...
you, and I have to talk to Shmetsu, so it kind of worked out that I was
Exactly.
here.
It works out
Is this
perfect.
a talk we can have now, or something that can wait?
Well, somewhat about a cease and desist order that we got sent. Why would someone be asking a toast?
About what?
You know, an operator of ours.
Out of character, real quick. There was no cease and desist order. I spoke with
Phoebe in the volcano.
and I spoke with Jerusalema. Yeah, I spoke with Jerusalema, and I said I would write up a document, but I have not given him anything, and I have not sent anything.
Thought we got it sent. Timelines across then. All good.
Hello, my lovely
Nope.
corporate
All
friend.
crossed.
Wonderful.
Back status and position.
There it is.
Looks like we have rectified this situation.
It took a while to get it out from behind the
Tad
wall where
busy.
it
I'll
was
get back
hidden,
to you when I
correct?
can.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm glad you were trying to keep us safe, even though it caused a little bit of a situation.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
wouldn't want it
Shmetsu
blowing up in the
understands.
lab. Yeah?
Yes,
Why
it will
would
be
a
tragedy
core-
if your lab blown up.
Like this.
Sorry,
Is that
say
not what these
again?
cores do?
I didn't hear over both of you.
Don't worry.
It's an it's an AI core. Why would that blow up?
I don't know. Your equipment seems to be
I
good at
don't
that.
know either.
Take care now. That's us.
Low blow.
Alright. We'll check this out. See if it's funny. If it's funny, we're going straight to Trident, correct?
If it's funny, I'm gonna go kill myself.
I feel
If
that
it's
you all need a
funny,
lot
we're
more
going to
remote.
Trident and we're just going to start the smear campaign, because this is absolute bullshit at this point.
You need more remote removals of your tech. Definitely a lot more secure long-range shutdown protocols. Fry things.
Exactly.
People keep trying to pry, obviously.
Don't worry.
No,
You have
no.
those.
We have those.
DM
Well, at
person?
least for those.
Oh, yes. I'd like to, where? Oh, okay. So,
It's right behind
Sorry,
you.
no
real
clue. It's very
quickly,
hard with Vibe Wands.
you're fine. I'm real quickly gonna turn off, basically turn off that order to fry itself for a second. Give this one power and ping it to see if it's the same one that I was pinging, or if it just made another funny.
Checking
So
the validity
you're
of
gonna
if
attempt
it's
to
real.
power it?
First, I am turning.
Just in case.
First, before that, I'm going to turn off the order for it to fry itself. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for a moment, for me to check to see if this is the one that I'm pinging.
You know what? I recommend coming over here quickly.
And then you're gonna give it an electrical surge to power it on, right?
Pretty sure I'm
This way.
fine.
No. I recommend coming this way, just in case.
Fine.
Oh, wrong dice.
It might not explode, but a lot of electricity and one place on through there.
That's not how you figure out right in front of you. It's fried.
Fair point.
Can I tell if it was from the board that was sent?
You love to see Valkyrie just absolutely trying any and everything to bend you over, as it were.
Oh! It's a fucking pain in the ass.
Well, it seems that they
Did I
triggered the
fire it?
protocol.
They triggered it?
Yeah, and it was already fried.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Well,
Well,
that's a
now
pain in
you
the
can
ass for
still
us,
actually
but,
go and take the idea to Trident that they've been damaging Sumetsu property now.
They give us a funny if you don't find you guys
I can testify
saying
to
that you witnessed them give us a funny. Yes, wonderful.
As you know, we still are under a little bit of suspicion of recent events.
Fair enough.
Some more recent events.
So, people justifying that you witnessed us give a phony and then hand back a phony, which they admitted was a phony.
They did. That's the,
Wonderful.
the stupidest part. They admitted everything
Exactly.
right in front of an actual neutral third party. Like, sure,
Exactly,
we are
terrible.
paid by you for some
Someone who
regards,
can
but
record
still. So yes, you record it, and a third party is confirming it. Because we do try and keep our neutrality
Right.
as best we can up here.
So we're going to Trident. And if you don't mind testifying, that will be wonderful. And I think if you do, I think we don't mind knocking off a little bit of any charges for anything that you want for the next thing.
I
maybe?
do actually have to talk to Titus about something like that.
Exactly.
Alright.
I did send through a
There we
billing
go. We
request.
are in on. There we go. We can solve that.
Alright. Go to
You know
Trident.
what?
Trident it is.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Kuiper was attempting to tail us.
Oh yes, no, I noticed. Don't worry. They can go to Shimetsu as they fucking want. They can try. No one's going to be there. Yeah. They absolutely.
Admiral, I'm back at Trident with Shimetsu. I'm acting as a third party for something.
Alright, I'm on my way there, so.
No worries. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Where did your date go?
I hate that phrasing, Admiral. Please.
I'm just I'm just messing with you guys. By the way, if you swing by Traverse, make sure to stay away from one of their guards. Apparently, they have some weird subform of a flu, so
Right.
they might be
I was just
contagious.
wait, which one is it?
There's two guys sitting by the transport hub. One with the chair with the gap cube, he's fine. The other one apparently has it.
Right.
I'm going to go check myself with Avalon when I get the chance.
Great. Hopefully it's not too... you just had to cough and clear your throat like that right then.
I'm sorry.
hate,
I'm
I
sorry.
hate it.
I'm
Cover
not-
your mouth.
That is completely.
Now I've got to go and get myself checked as well. Fuck.
To the actual question, what are we third partying in?
So you witnessed Valkyrie handle something over?
Yes, that thing.
Yes. No, that is a completely different thing.
Okay. Boxes look all the same.
Lovely Edward here has witnessed them, just admitted that they give us a fake.
They tried to pawn off a fake on them.
Yes.
Okay.
They actually admitted in front of me and someone that can record it.
What was in here was a Beowulf AI core.
You've still totally got it. It's still there.
You still 100% got it, it's fine.
Don't worry.
Keep standing here and you keep filling me in for a minute longer and I can fix that.
Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. We'll just play it out.
Just keep talking, filling me in further. Considering that Edward is technically involved as a witness, I will act as the neutral party here.
That is so subtle. It's trying to tail us and then walks past. Very subtle.
Exactly.
The most subtle.
So subtle.
Unfortunately, it sounds like they're an actual employee of Valkyrie, so not like we can take them in.
Too much.
Bit of a pain.
Actually, no, they've said they're a third-person party.
No.
They aren't Valkyrie. They are someone they source attire to.
But it works.
We could then technically take them in if you want, but...
Technically, you can get better. Would it be better?
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Alright.
Right, wonderful. Right, should we go over to Python?
Yes, and let's try and keep our voice a little bit lower at the gates.
I'll take a bet that our little eavesdropper is probably standing over in the network somewhere.
You know what we can talk about? I owe you noodles.
You two go to the gate.
Noodles too.
Actually, you three go to the gate. I'll have a look at our eavesdropper.
Wonderful.
Good idea.
Why don't you eavesdrop on our eave?
Also, deadly, out of character. Don't think that document got sent through to Jerry yet, technically, as I was told in Valkyrie. So,
what?
Don't think that document got sent through yet, as I was told by Bucky. So.
Anyway. Bucky told me that Artyom already told Jerry, so...
I don't know then, you'll have to ask for context yourself. Anyway. You'll love to see it.
Don't bother telling Valkyrie and Shimizu what's going on.
Yeah, that's fair. We just can't catch a break.
I do have a meeting first, so I do apologize.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
We have technology. What's the best radio frequency we can catch you guys on once we're ready?
35.
35?
35. 35.
No meetings.
35.
Tell others that I have no meetings until this meeting's over with.
Thank you for translating.
35 is the magic number. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
In that ground.
I'll call you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, we just keep having meetings. I hope you're having a nice day.
It's fine. I love you too, Slander. Have fun. I'm joking.
Bit of a pain that the individual that is acting very suspect is going straight into a meeting.
I'm going to go over to Avalon.
I suppose this is a good answer to your question. Has it been busy today? Yep, I think running a check-up over at Avalon might be a good idea.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to go do that.
Since they just left, they're probably there. It might actually be a good time to catch them.
Exactly.
We just come this because, you know, our radiation poisoning concern.
Yeah, now I've got two concerns.
I can handle it myself if you just drop it in the lab, or...
Okay.
Because I really need to go to Avalon. I have other shit I need to deal with.
Actually.
Health sucks.
Also,
I might come with you for a minute then, Ditus. Just to get certain things out of the way. And then... Then I can run off back
I mean,
to
you said you did
Avalon.
want to talk about something.
Well, on the subject of obvious corporate espionage that's happening, Phil
yes.
did get my rifle.
Oh.
I do kind of need that
Where
back.
Here, come on in. I do not believe I know where that is.
That's unfortunate.
To ask Phil.
Well, I
Is there
did
anything
have a
else you wanna talk
proposition
about?
as well. I'm waiting for them to bitch at me as well.
Apparently, Flounder is going to cry now.
Oh. Very strange.
Because we didn't have a meeting with him, we needed it with Conrad. Anyways, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yes, well, I was thinking since I sent through that billing request, were you able to get onto that?
Yes, I do have some of the materials here on site. I'll just need your armor and I can get to work over it.
Wonderful. I can come and drop that off as soon as possible. I'll have to get changed. But I was also thinking I can leave the rifle with you. Just the lowering the cost a little bit, because that way I have to go back through our records, do the paperwork, and make sure that rifle gets properly disappeared. That way you can keep it. Do all the things you want with it.
Of course.
Willing to help out, especially after watching
Appreciate
the
them.
absolute
Yeah.
mess that was Valkyrie.
Apparently they're not really talking to each other, and that's
No,
issue in their own.
communication is key in business. That's the thing. It's sort of why I ran over here to talk to you alone, because, of course, the Admiral doesn't know that I've given up my rifle to you, which is why it has to disappear.
Hey, Edward, could you please move over to Avalon?
Right. Well, I will return back here and call you up on 35 once I've got my armor off. I've got to run back to Avalon now.
Alright, I need to head down to the road, so...
Right.
Oh, also,
Just leave a sticky note with one of your...
I,
Oh, something about...
if Kuiper does happen to disappear, I'd be willing to compensate.
Understood. I'll bring that up to the Admiral. If you could let me out, I'll be on the way.
Oh, yes, that is something that you would require.
Well, I mean, technically I can get your codes, but you have to give them ahead of time.
Edward, what's your status and position?
Right. I'll be around.
Understand.
Was very quickly taking care of something that came up. I'll be right there.
Alright, the order is keep your helmet on at all points in time and move over to Avalon as quickly as possible. You're possibly highly infectious, and we don't want you to infect anybody else.
Wonderful. I love to hear that. Well,
no one is currently inside getting checked up. So, yeah.
great. I mean, he only coughed in my vicinity, but still, I'll take the checkup. Hopefully it's nothing.
I'm lucky because most human viruses don't actually affect me.
Well, I shall give you my rifle ahead of time then, Admiral. Save all the formalities and rigmarole when they decide to drag me in.
Alright.
What a pain. Oh. Also, it seems that, knowing my voice, that, Shimetsu is willing to pay, or at least Didus is, for, if that individual Kuiper were to go missing.
An individual Kuiper, you say?
Yes. It was more of a passing comment, but it seems that it wasn't made too much in jest. So.
Well, you're talking about the same individual, Kuiper, that was shadowing you guys earlier.
Yes, the one that walked into Trident ahead of us. I've seen that individual before in the Undercity. It was rather interesting considering they had a Shimetsu.
Well, it's been a while ago, but that's the same individual we pulled out of the ditch in the Wastelands together with Ophi.
Yes, that's true. Never knew their name or anything, but well, when I saw them in the Undercity, they were with a Shimetsu-looking unit.
Mm-hmm.
Feline Shimetsu unit, which sort of
A feline Shimetsu-looking unit, so not V.
No, had the Shimetsu colors. V's a lot more.
Shimetsu colors, okay. Interesting.
The teal blue, the red, the white. In my mind, it sparks to thinking of the sniper that was talked of in the row.
We'll have to look into that further.
So it seems that individual might be mixed up with something as well. We don't know what, but, well, whether or not it would pay for us to stick our noses in depends on what Shimetsu would want if that individual were to, take a vacation.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
But enough talk about business. Maybe we should find a seat. Standing around
That's
here
a very good idea.
unprofessional. You know, they made this whole area up here, and not a bit of it is, seating arranged.
Yeah.
More comfortable on the corner. We don't know what the sickness is. it's like we're starting fucking COVID. You know, if this sickness is actually highly transmissible, kind of worrying.
Hello.
Makes me feel any better. I'm not contagious, so.
Ah, wonderful.
Wait, what? What happened?
So
I got tested
she was
for
hanging about
the-
with Traverse, and I scanned her. and
I'm a man.
Oh, let me do the blood test to make absolutely certain.
Sorry.
Done
This
the
is a
blood
man.
test.
Would you like
Yeah,
to
I'm so sorry,
do the full test?
The test? The full test. The full test compared to the.
There you have it. What?
As to just opposed to just scanning,
Oh,
it's
is-
fine. It's I'll just take a blood sample. Yes, it's a.
we have a blood sample there.
sample.
Oh, I didn't know there's a full test. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh wait,
Never mind.
Mr.
Fair
Phobos,
enough.
Dr. Phobos. Do you know
Yes.
where the Geiger counter is for someone, for one of the Astro members?
That would be in the lab instead of the clinic. That should be over there.
Okay.
Good luck, Kyoto.
I'll come back and get your Geiger counter.
Thank you.
Alright.
Sorry, I was running. I'm absolutely out of breath.
That seems
You never
suspicious to
clean
me.
up Traverse, did you?
No. Why, if they get
Okay.
a clean bill of health from a scan, do they need a blood test afterwards?
Avalon do be doing Avalon things.
Fair enough. Considering having gone through that procedure. Yeah, I can't help it. My beard's itchy as fuck right now. Just.
Yes, I had a little talk with Mr. Ludovic again. Apparently there already has a settlement been reached on the, conflict in the Wastelands.
Oh, right.
He was
Definitely
just
works out then.
very cryptic about what the settlement actually was on. So, yeah.
Got the Geiger counter. You're not talking.
Yeah. You're currently completely mute. If you're saying something, we cannot hear you.
I'm so sorry. I have the gag counter. Oh my god. Sorry. My voice was not having it. I'm gonna scan you right now. Excuse me. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. All right. Okay. Hey. We're here to like give a roll to see if she's radioactive.
Don't have when.
I haven't had a talk with my CEO yet.
Oh, it's not. Oh no.
Because I haven't talked to
No,
my CEO
no,
yet.
Not radioactive.
He's not here. If I can get my hands on my
It was just
CEO,
a bit
I
that we
will
were
let you
claiming
know.
earlier that we potentially have a radiation leak on the Leviathan because our guns started behaving funky. And we just were like, we might be seeing things, maybe we have a radiation leak in the reactor core, let's go to Avalon, check it out, but everything is cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry.
We memed him.
We just had some funky gun stuff going on earlier on the ship, so we were like, hey, maybe we have a radiation leak that makes us see funny things.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why do I sense some menacing air around here?
I'm checking in. I am still in the row.
Fuck.
Nothing has changed. I am still with B.
No, that's.
Understood, Ophi, next radio contact scheduled in 65 minutes.
Understood.
Thank you.
Mute charades and all kinds of good stuff.
Alright. Seems you're fine. Just again get some fresh air.
Alright,
Feeling
good.
all together. Yeah. Alright. Do you need anything by the way? While you're waiting?
No. If the Admiral's fine, then I'm fine.
Yeah, and if Lennon is fine, he's also fine because Lennon was, he ran around with Lennon earlier and
I'm just very comfortable. This is a good
fear
corner.
was that he might have been infected from Lennon, but, yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, fair enough.
By the way, Edward, now that you're fine, you can have your rifle back.
Thank you.
No infections. Thank God. Okay.
Yes, no one wants
Thank
an
you so much.
infection.
Yeah, take care. And
Right.
real quick, I'm gonna have to be. I don't mean to be in a hateful, kind of hateful manner. Stay away from Traverse. Do you have a respiratory lung?
Yes. I breathe.
Okay, stay away from Traverse because they're infected. So
Right.
watch out for them.
Okay. Stay away from Traverse
all I
and
have
all
to say.
Traverse employees. Got it.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, have a nice day. Sorry to keep your time off.
So if we have to go there, only with the helmet.
Understood.
Perfect.
That's going to be a bit difficult, actually.
All right. Go.
I have to go back to the Leviathan and actually get changed, Admiral. I've made some requests, so I need to actually get out my armor, and the only other clothing I have is my uniform. So I'm gonna have to get into my dress
fancy.
uniform.
Do you not have anything else?
No,
to wear?
I didn't pack anything except my work gear and my dress uniform. That was it. So
Fatal mistake.
I don't do the job to look good,
Not even a
Admiral.
swimwear?
No. Normally, look, the workwear is all encompassing for almost all of that.
If you say so. By the way, so what exactly was going on with Shimetsu and Trident now?
Shimetsu wants to run a smear campaign against Valkyrie for the potential theft of their technology. As the fact that they're also probably warning them about that kind of thing, you know. Makes sense.
Oh boy.
I mean, whatever can get Shimetsu a leg up in their stocks, as well as knock another competitor down. Of course, Shimetsu, of all corporations, is going to take a shot at Valkyrie, especially the abundant ammunition that Valkyrie gave them. So... I understand that feeling as well, Admiral. All too well. All too well.
I mean, it's crazy to think that the day is just halfway to...
Yes, well... I feel that I'm going to go get
while
changed.
you get changed...
Yes.
Yeah, while you get changed, listen in on the radio, because I want to have another word with Phoebe.
Right. I'll try to listen as best I can over all the rustling clothes and such.
Phoebe, this is the Admiral again. So I did a little bit of digging regarding the issues with Scraptown and Valkyrie, and I have heard that apparently there already has been negotiations yesterday and they came to a conclusion. Do you have any further knowledge on that?
Admiral, yes, I do. I have been asked by Henderson to have a mining team set up that will allow us to hit the volcano anyways. The negotiations as they sit right now are any access to the volcano by Scraptown or any entity. But that is not the opinion of Scraptown officials.
Understood. Thank you for keeping me up to date on that.
Of course, Admiral.
Edward, once you're changed, to my office, please.
Understood.
What's up, Demobi? What can I do for you?
How's it going? Do I need to make a roll to doctor some of Astral's documents?
Ooh. What kind of clearance do you have at Astral?
I am captain. I'm second in command.
I don't think. Well, what are you trying to?
I'm trying to erase
change around Forge.
or I'm trying to essentially ghost one of the Valkyrie assault rifles that Astral had that was given to Shimetsu to do research on. I'm ghosting that gun off of our system so that there's no trace to come back to Astral off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You don't even need to roll for that. That's just an easy, like, Control F.
Yeah, just
Valkyrie rifle. Delete.
Never existed. Yeah. Wasn't on our systems because getting rid of serial numbers and all that so it doesn't tie Edward to anything, or that gun never existed. Cool. Thank you very much.
Yep. Absolutely. I will say though, how did the weapon come to Astral?
I started with it. And never lost it.
Oh. Started with it like
Start of
at,
session.
Like, start of
it was
season?
in. Yep, it was issued by Astral, in along with armor.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that would probably just be like just an Astral like purchase, and not for any specific person or anything.
Yep.
Just like a.
That's why I'm making sure to
It'd probably
sponge
be
it
an
off the
online
system.
order that got shipped to Astral. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Because my thing was going to be that like if there was any footage of you, if you did go to Valkyrie HQ to buy like a rifle.
Yeah, no,
then there would be
there's footage
of you doing
there,
that,
but yeah, no, subtle on that shit.
but not for but yeah, if you already had it at the start of the season, then that wouldn't exist. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Alright.
Just making sure.
Fuck yeah, no problem.
Right. Okay. Sorry about that, Admiral. Some of the buttons are a pain.
Well, you should have seen me trying to get into my gala dress.
It looked very good on you.
Anyways, so the situation seems to be the following. Yes, there has been talks. Mr. Ludovic already hinted towards them not being very productive and peaceful. And apparently the original outcome of the talks was that everything outside of Scraptown is the Wastelands, and therefore there's no rules in the Wastelands. And well, now we have this.
Right, so there's no actual land ownership or deeds or any of the likes. It's all just verbal agreements, is it?
Apparently.
Well, there's probably a paper trail in some way, shape, or form that someone has, but it's probably not got anything actually holding it up.
Do you think, I mean, the realistic situation here is Scraptown wants to mine in the volcano, Valkyrie wants to mine in the volcano, and Valkyrie does not want to share. Do you think it would be a valid option to basically play both sides here? Try to strike a deal between both that secures us mining rights to up to a certain volume?
After all, we are a neutral party.
I mean, realistically speaking, we can negotiate in this situation. And I'm thinking about a deal along the lines of Scraptown can mine small amounts as long as Phoebe is there.
Look, if you want me
Valkyrie
to slip something
will not
into a
take any
document,
action.
I can probably do that. Just to make sure that a guaranteed percentile of all things coming out of there ends up in our hands.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, Valkyrie's mining operation works in will potentially work in completely different dimensions than Scraptown's.
Yes, industrial scale versus local.
50, 60 citizens total.
Yes.
They can only mine so much. So the best way for all parties involved is probably to, under the hand, allow the mining parties, accompanied by our synthetic, access to the volcano.
Putting Phoebe in a supervisory role.
It's a trade-off that, with Phoebe in a supervisory role, and as a trade-off for that, we will make sure that they don't have an angry mob standing in front of their mine.
Yes, someone that can keep the peace, broker the deal between both, and bridge it, as well as make sure that both parties are playing nice. We get to keep neutrality whilst putting something into our pocket, and if anything goes wrong, they blame the corporation, not us. Seems like a very good way to put it.
Do you think we should bring that like this to Valkyrie?
Well, we can take the initiative and try to get a head start on it, if we want to.
Yes.
The risk is that we would potentially jump the gun, as it were, go ahead before all intel has been collected. Whereas if we wait and Valkyrie makes the misstep, at that point we could probably get more favor. That way, if we stay out of it and don't bring it to Valkyrie's attention, we end up still looking neutral, but again making it look like Valkyrie has
still
fouled
needs
up.
the legal notice, though.
I don't think there's any grounds or credibility that they have on it. I think it's a piece of paper they'll wave around, and we take one look at it and dismiss it.
Shit, I forgot again, we're not supposed to have the legal notice yet.
Yeah.
Let me actually, organize something here really quick.
If you need 5 minutes, Admiral, I've got something I can very quickly do that doesn't need me to hang around too long. I'll be back as soon as I can. Shove in my armor in a storage crate. Totally a storage crate here that I'm gonna spawn in a minute when I get out of here. Hello, is anyone at Shimetsu around?
Unfortunately, about to go into a meeting with some individuals. Is this for the thing you were mentioning earlier?
I'm doing a drop-off. I can do it later if you wish.
Alright, thank you very much, if you don't mind.
Just contact Astral and say that you're ready for delivery when you're free. Thank you very much.
Alright, wonderful, thank you.
I should have called ahead of time.
Hello, I'm here to solve an issue.
Yeah, Rez, so about the documents you forwarded to Miranda, what please explain? Because we talked about it earlier, and apparently the legal part of that never or hasn't been even written yet. So what's going on here?
From what I remember correctly, I had a meeting with Archom in the Trident Bar, and then he asked me a few questions about Phoebe. I had told him that I am not connected with Phoebe, she's not in my department, and then he was like, alright, well, I have some issues because they're doing stuff to the volcano interfering with Valkyrie. And then I'm like, alright, here's what you can do. You can write a legal notice and then send it to me, and then I will forward it to my boss.
Okay.
And I was under the impression that that legal notice was already written up. If it is not, then so be it.
Okay.
I did not hear anything about Valkyrie wanting to kidnap Phoebe, though. I did not.
Okay. Well, cool. Thank you, Rez. You can go back to RP. To write a legal notice about it, and then forward it to him, and he would forward it to his boss.
What are these days?
And,
what are these days?
He was
Legal
under
shit.
the impression that that already had happened, and that Artyom already forwarded that, and he told me, yeah, I got a legal notice about that. And
So-
we went there early and were like, hey, so why are you writing a cease and desist order for our toaster?
Okay, so Valkyrie has not received the legal letter.
No, Valkyrie was supposed to write it. Yeah, they haven't sent it.
Okay.
Yep.
So what? I'm just trying to see how do we stop this game of telephone. Yeah. Because I know we discussed earlier. It's Go ahead.
Would it be a possibility to basically just spontaneously bring out an office worker that just heard about it, jumped the gun, and threw out this legal notice? Would that be a way to salvage the situation?
Yeah, we can just say it got lost in translation type of deal. So essentially, there is no legal notice out there. I'll let Chair know as well too. So I mean, from the sounds of it, both sides are like this never happened type of deal. I'm assuming, right? Somewhat. Or
yeah.
Great. At this current time, no one is this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I will forward it. So essentially,
might as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so what essentially happened is Jerry told us that there is a legal notice coming, but the notice itself hasn't actually arrived yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it just got lost in the mail for some reason. Apparently, paper trails still exist in the future.
Valkyrie hasn't even written it up yet, to my understanding. They just announced that they would write it up, so...
Yeah, they're going to be writing it up.
Alright. Sounds good. I'll go ahead and forward that. But the fact that Jerry has let you know, or whatever, you guys are ahead of schedule. Like, you guys know that this is coming.
Yep.
So...
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
No. That was pretty much it.
Alrighty.
Might as well take a sip.
Other than that,
Sounds
you're doing
good.
great as a new DM.
Good job, Sammy. You're amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying. Thank you.
Okay, so with that cleared up, telephone.
Caught all the information I needed.
Neon Divide, aka world's most sophisticated game of telephone, all around the world, international.
Telephones in the future, imagine. Not just, what is it, VoIPing? Or do they still use the Skype?
They use communicators. Have you not watched Star Trek? They thought for some reason it would be a funny idea to glue their phones to their nipples.
Imagine.
Back to the RP. Music stopped. Why did my music stop? Music. Fuck. Where was I? Oh yeah. So what is the thing with the suit about?
I put in for upgrades with Shimetsu.
Oh. I see. So, how long of a build do I have to expect?
Not much, surprisingly. I was able to iron out quite a
That's good to
lucrative trade-up, especially in the fact that technically, if I wanted to abuse the contract, I could just charge them for the upgrades.
Oh boy. Please remind me to never sign a paper that you put your signature below.
Oh, it's fine. I like to think I just dabble in the bureaucracy.
So, would you suggest then that we investigate the situation in Scraptown further before we take any actions in that regard?
Well, it's dependent, isn't it? At this point, we know that something is going to be coming our way. We've got a head start about planning what we can do when we receive official documentation.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not Valkyrie actually has any legal grounds to stand on is the crux of the matter.
Yeah,
if they do, we can always find a way to wrangle it.
Still kind of want to investigate the situation and stands further. But considering how understaffed we are, I don't think that's a good idea at the current point in time.
Quite. How about we go get a drink and mull it over?
Drink sounds fine.
Go to Trident and see if anything falls into our lap there, as well as be able to relax a bit.
Yep. God, Edward, you look so fancy.
Thank you.
Thinking about putting my dress on.
I never feel that the uniforms quite suits me, but thanks.
You know what? I have an idea what I can do.
Ah. Now we just look even more professional than usual. Wonderful.
If somebody asks, it's because we're mourning the loss of Flounder's Blade.
Ah, yes. We as the military understand the loss.
Yes.
Nothing
A
worse
good
than a...
weapon is like a companion in combat.
Yes, this is my weapon. There are many like it, but this one is mine. True emotional investment.
Do you want to go to the Trident Bar, or do you want to grab something over at Gap?
Trident. Cubes at Geb are terrible.
Alright.
Every time I've gone to Geb to get a cube, it has been the worst flavors. Like overboiled Brussels sprouts, sauerkraut. There was blood sausage, which wasn't too bad. But still, like...
Blood sausage?
Yes. They just kept getting weirder, so I decided to give them a miss.
I know at some point they had a special connection. What was it? Cheesy feet, chewed off toenails, and what was the third one? I don't
Admiral,
remember
please,
anymore.
no. Make me lose my appetite almost.
Jerry.
Yes, hello. I have
So,
wonderful news.
Oh?
I found all 4 of the cameras hooked up in the row, and they're only looking at foot traffic.
Okay.
Yep.
We actually also have wonderful news for you.
Oh yeah? What's that?
That little project with Trident and the drones is ready.
Yes.
Woo, yeah, baby!
They have one drone that is currently usable. It's still sort of in the testing phase, but we might be able to get it working and operational for you.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do some field tests with it. I'm excited.
Yeah, regarding the memo that you sent me regarding the potential legal notice coming in from Valkyrie, we're keeping an eye out for it. But there might actually be more brewing than we're aware of.
Yes, we want to know exactly what they're actually going to send, so we can't actively respond until they send us it in full. Once they do, we can pick it apart like birds on a corpse, but...
Yep.
I see.
We don't think they might actually have any legal ground to stand on.
Yeah. And as you might have noticed, it's currently washing day. Edward has his suit in the laundry, so he'll be running around like this the rest of the day.
If we get any bounties coming, we might need to send you on it.
I think Emma's eager for a hunt today.
Well, whoever you want to dispatch, Admiral.
Well, where are you guys headed?
We were going to go get a drink.
We were just about to grab a drink.
Ah.
Oh, and Jerry, do yourself a favor, be a little bit careful around Traverse.
I got something coming up on the phone.
Communicate comes between the 3 of you, actually.
Oh?
Great.
Seems as though an informant has given you your next bounty by the name of Sam Phil. He's apparently a Middle City whistleblower, known to freaking the tavern. Someone basically is giving you a tip-off to show up at the Undercity in the evening, essentially the final hour. And Astral is to basically snatch and grab in the
City's got 62 in it!
Sam Phil in the tavern final hour, understood.
Great. Hopefully traffic clears up by then. Whoever gets sent.
You think about the Undercity currently? They are currently dealing with some shrines that are going haywire. There seems to be a large
Not our concern.
conglomeration. There seems to be a large conglomeration of anti-organic synths walking around. They're not hostile, but they are definitely not friendly.
That's right, they've got problems with spirits and synthetics at the same time.
Yeah, it's quite weird. Their numbers I've seen counted among 11, I believe. Less than 11, possibly. But V was also seen accompanying them on several occasions.
That is not good.
There's going to be a phone call being made right now then.
Because V, the last time we heard from her, was on a leisure trip to the road together with Ophi. Ophi position and status.
Who's that?
The tail? Black clothes?
Yes, I don't think
keep an eye out.
Don't think I've seen them before. Kind of.
The only person that would match up was probably Marcin.
Ophi, this is the Admiral. Please report your status and position immediately.
It definitely seems that something might have fallen Ophi. Wonderful.
I'm gonna go grab my gear and my radio.
This is
Oh no, there we go.
Ophi reporting status. I am still in the row with V. Apologies, I was mid-conversation.
How can it be that V was seen in the Undercity? In the middle of a mob of synthetics hunting for everything alive?
She is not in the Undercity. We are still in the row.
Alright. Are you... or do you know if V is a model that has multiple fabricates of it? So is it potentially a lookalike synthetic?
No, I am unsure.
Great, don't make me have to go talk to Valkyrie about
I
that.
haven't heard of anything like this.
Alright. Stay safe down there. Apparently there is a lot going on, so if stuff gets too hot you might want to retreat to the Upper City. Apparently there's a mob of men hunting synthetics in the Undercity, and knowing the people down there, they're probably going to point the gun at everything synthetic in a few minutes, so you might want to retreat.
Understood.
Jerry, to my office. That 42.
Great. I do be being fancy right now. God. Under and row are fucking packed. Great. Try to get a drink and what happens?
Oh boy. Yeah, I ordered Ophi to stay safe down there. And if people start manhunting for synthetics, which I assume they will soon, to retreat back to the Upper City.
Knowing how the Undercity
So Jerry, what
congregates,
exactly
yes.
was going on down there? What exactly do you know?
So, pertaining to the synthetics, a lot of the people seem to be supporting them. The local community down there is all for synthetic rights, so there's just a gang of synths walking around without any owners, and they are definitely awakened. One of the leaders of this group is Midge, a kind of shot-up robot wearing red overalls, and there are some others. Wraith, a AI synthetic that is holographic in nature. They're wandering around too. I don't know any goals that they're trying to push or what agendas they're on, but everywhere I see them go, it's always a gang of them.
Okay.
So there's a dangerous synthetic element walking around in the Undercity. Unpoliced.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is there anything else you have to report?
Yes, in the Air District,
Admiral
there
is
is
listening.
a random...
Myself and the specialist Power are ready to come up to the upper city.
You have clearance to come up here. Just check in the Leviathan and elaborate your further plans before you do anything else up here.
Understood. I was already planning to.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
Ah, what a day. What a day.
It's definitely going that way, isn't it?
The last thing about the Undercity is that there is a, I guess, magical weather hazard. In the Air District, there's a chance to get shocked randomly. In the Water District, there is a hurricane brewing under the cave. As for the Shadow District...
Informations are correct. The tavern is inside the Water District, so...
Yes. It was raining there the last I
we'll have
checked.
to bring raincoats.
Yep. As for the Shadow District, word is there's some hostile creatures coming out of there. One of them was captured in the Knowledge District.
I don't think we actually need to go there, so... Yeah, regarding that operation, I think, I'm gonna take it. I just need to shoot something at this point. Jerry, Edward, I would like you to keep an eye on the situation of Valkyrie. Especially you, Jerry, as you seem to have the best relationship with them from the three of us.
Yes.
Alright.
So... You two, I hope you get that figured out, to fill you in on a little more information that we were able to gather about the wastelands. Apparently there has
Another
been a
thing.
negotiation talk about the mining claim dispute in the volcano yesterday. From what we know, that talk did not really lead to any conclusion that was satisfying for either side.
Alright.
And considering the behavior of certain members of Scripton in the past, there is a existing chance that they might take action. At least a small group of them might, but we're digging into that further. That's unconfirmed information.
There's an issue of image in the Undercity, and I know it may not seem concerning, but it is with the Undercity militia. One of the contacts, actually I know two of the contacts that are connected to the Undercity militia. One of them being Cross. He is a employee synthetic working at the scrapyard in the Undercity. And he is willing to fire upon Astral if they come barging in, busting down doors again. The next one is Rachel Faust under the guise of the Panda's henchmen. I don't know who this Panda is, but they seem to be all for the underground militia as well. And From what it sounds like, they might be supplying weapons.
If that militia has a problem, we will see that today. Another reason for me to take care of it personally.
Take a 5-man squad.
Alright.
Yourself and,
I will.
4.
I'd say bring cuffs and just arrest the man on the spot.
I mean, that's what
That's
I did
the
last
plan.
time
He's
I
gonna
was
be in a
down
public
there,
space.
Yet they still got uppity. Sure, I had to blow the door down.
Yes.
But still.
I was lucky enough to watch everything through the crew's helmet cams. He essentially just went in there, clean arrest, no shots fired, and they still got pissy.
They literally were all just there in moments, just gathered up in a mob. Couldn't believe it.
It seems
Well,
like they're
do you want
having
me
a
to
little
start working on
bit of an
image control
issue
down
with
there
the-
as Iron?
No, the image
Do you
we
want
should
me to
have
start
down
working on
there
image
is that
control?
they should not mess with
maybe,
us.
Yes, they should not mess with us, and we are there in a rightful way. We are simply coming and claiming criminals. The
Alright.
person that we arrested under the last time was a wanted murderer. Let that be known.
Right. I just suggest that for this time around, bring defensive armament. Like shields. Upgrade the armor. I don't know. Something scary about that militia.
Echo Squad is running the latest armor that we have, so they should be good.
Alright.
I mean, I hope you're not suggesting
So
we
what's
just
this
go down
matter,
there
Joe?
with no guns. But yes, we can go to
No. Absolutely bring guns, but I suggest up the armor.
yes. No. We tend to be bringing down relatively well-trained individuals with us. We don't bring privates.
Yep.
Of course.
To out of character give you a reference, and that's the thing that Jerry would know in character. The Executioner squads or Echo squads, they are basically the highest trained Astral soldiers that we have. They
Our
are,
kill
and that
squads?
is DM approved. Each of them is on the level of an HTR commander.
Yeah, they're HTR squad leads.
They're not fucking around.
Alright. And as for this Phil character, we doing another interrogation?
Sam Phil? I'll try to bring them in, depending on what the warrant says. We might
Well,
have
they
to
are a
interrogate them
whistleblower.
ourselves. Yep.
And we still have the
It'd be nice to reverse the
potential
damage they've
terrorist
dealt already.
still in the cells somewhere.
I mean, let me go through the warrant. The warrant says release of NDA information, NDA breaches, corporate treason, ramming up public resistance, instigating rebellion. Yep.
Yep.
I think this
Alright.
public record warrant that.
He's just lucky we're not going in
In the
lethal,
end-
but information's information if we have to get that out of them.
I mean, we always do our best not to. By the way, Jerry, come around here. There's actually a
Yes,
video
of
I want to show you. I'm going to pull up a helmet cam video of one of our operators during the last operation. You basically see a lot of the back of Edward's armor, and then a random slammer that suddenly has a Shometsu rifle pointed into his face and just being yelled at. We basically FBI opened up the dude.
Impressive.
We keep it professional.
Yeah. Echo Squad hasn't had time to play in a long time. I think it's good for them to get some playtime down there. And I honestly need it too, because otherwise I'll just shoot this cockroach in the face at some point.
Hopefully no one does
It
anything
seems like
stupid.
corporate presence. It seems like corporate presence is being more tolerated in the Undercity now. I saw Cornelius. Well, I saw Cornelius wandering around down there, as well as Maxwell in the Coven's sanctum.
Why is Cornelius wandering around down there again? That man
Did they have guards with them, at least, or were they just on their own?
Oh, yeah. There is an entire entourage down there with Cornelius, and they
Right, Edward, it's Lennon again. I apologize. 2 meetings back to back. If you want to move at Shimetsu.
Right, sounds like a call for me. I'll go make my delivery. Thank you.
Yep.
On my way, thank you. On my way. Surprisingly, I'm kind of glad I don't have to go back down to the Undercity again. Last time I did think I was going to have to shoot some people. This upgrade is working out perfectly for me. Ah, wonderful.
Come in.
Thank you.
Give me a heart attack when I was waiting for you to respond. I'm not going to lie. I'm panting right now.
It's alright. I might have switched between 2 channels. On yours and ours, just to be sure.
I only had the one.
Yes, you see.
What is this?
My armor.
Right, okay, lab, over here then. Oh, merde.
It sounds like you're having a rough day.
A little bit.
Well.
Today is the day where apparently I take all my medications late and suffered from it.
Oh, unfortunate for you.
This is the Admiral. I'm gonna be at the Trident Bar. No, actually, I'm gonna stay here for Phoebe coming up. Never mind.
Yes, this is just for Didas, so...
Just put it on there and I'll get him to have a look at it as soon as possible.
Yeah, much appreciated.
I'd lift it myself, but I don't want to drop it. I'm not going to lie, I have shaky hands.
It's pretty sturdy in general, but... yes, a little bit of care.
I don't want to break it. I'm not risking that, no. Brain, if you want to discuss the bill as well, it is also can be arranged probably through messages later.
Quite. Didas and I came to a sort of agreement that, well, because I've provided Shimetsu with a Valkyrie assault rifle for Phil to use, and have subsequently scrubbed it from Astral's records, so you have a ghost gun. Untraceable. Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
Put the effort in there for you, as well as a variety of other things. So I think the bill shouldn't end up being too egregious.
Wonderful.
What can I say? I like to help out the individuals that help us out. Especially considering watching the absolute clown fiesta that was Valkyrie earlier.
Valkyrie. Trust me,
I actually could not believe couldn't believe it.
No, they're
Watching
digging
what
themselves into a fucking forever hole right now. It's bad.
I need to go to Trident and ask if they can start producing mass quantities of popcorn. I feel I need one of those very large garbage bags full of the stuff, so anytime I'm there, I can just sit there and just snack away.
Trident might just provide that just for Valkyrie alone at this life, honestly.
Yes. It'd be quite fun.
There's
Speak of
Thunder.
Trident, and there's
I love
one.
Thunder! I'm talking about Titan. So when are you providing popcorn? Out of curiosity.
I'd like to purchase a sword or a vibroblade.
You wish for sword.
Yes, I had one, and then it malfunctioned and almost killed us all. But that's fine.
So you
I don't
broke
care about
it.
that part. I just
You've got to be careful with your things.
kind of. So you know, like the hibachi. You know the hibachi grill places where they like bounce around the eggs and shit. I tried doing the same thing with the taco yummy, and then it malfunctioned, sparked, and like I had to. Yeah, I just need to buy a
Flounder,
new.
did you
a
not
new
consider the
vibroblade.
curvature of the sword? Like, a direct hit's fine with swords, but the side of the blade is not exactly the most sturdy if you're pressing it back and forth like that. That's an advanced piece of technology, Flounder.
I'm trying to bounce it. I'm trying to bounce it like you'd bounce an egg.
Did you get a
But-
defective
that's
taco
it,
yummy
but-
that weighed like, I don't know, a small infant or something?
Oh, the taco yummy was
The taco
defective.
yummy was defective.
That's
There you
why
go, yes.
The high court fucking vibroblade just because the taco yummy was a...
That's not a reason why you had to reload your mag.
No. Unfortunately, I'd love to
Listen, just
stand around and
use
discuss
laser
the
weapons.
intricacies
Well,
of
this is
weaponry,
bullshit.
but unfortunately, I'm just getting
You're
called
accusing our
back.
taco yummy of being defective.
I'd still eat it anyway. It's quite delicious. And I know technically it counts as cannibalism,
stop
but
it.
still.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, you! Oh my god, you little kidder! Come on, go work! Go do your job, you
Imagine, yes, having to work such a hard task. You have a good one.
Take care!
My throat. I mean, technically for the day, because this is episode 14.5, I have already eaten and drunk to fulfill certain things. But a bit more wouldn't hurt. And soon, in like 40 minutes, is when Em has to go do that mission. I'll come in from the rear decks.
Used as the power upgrade for my internal core.
Edward?
Admiral.
Cable, please make your way to my office. So, what you're saying is you, want to go to Valkyrie and do what exactly?
The deal is, I provide information, which I've gathered personally, and he will give me a unit of Valonium from his personal stock.
What is the
I
nature
also
of the
hope to
information?
leverage this. I'm afraid that part of the bargain is to keep that secret. My apologies, Admiral. But as soon as the deal is done, I'll give you as full a briefing as I can.
Okay. Well, here's the issue that I'm currently having. One of our informants told us that Valkyrie is not necessarily fond of you at the moment. And as a matter of fact, apparently
I'm aware
planning
of
to
this.
take legal action. Now...
They would be mistaken to do so, as it would be a waste of money.
We're aware of that, but the people in Valkyrie up here are a little interesting.
They're a bunch of clowns, Admiral. No need to mince words.
Hello, Captain.
Phoebe.
So, the prior agreement that I have with RT, I believe, should help us with negotiations as far as my status with them. Because as far as my status is concerned, it's probably going to get much worse by the end of it if Scraptown has anything to say about it. I'll go ahead and play a recording of a conversation with Henderson where he details a team of me putting a team together to make strikes against the volcano facility with disguises and making sure that we're affiliated with A, we're not identified, and B, that
Hey, Jerry, you still around?
or seem to be part of something else like the Western Bandits or the Nomads or what have you. And
Yes,
it's
I
very,
am.
you know, and
Do you know what type of fish, species of fish, this person you were talking about?
will not let this go. And if it won't be me,
Yes, and I will speak to you in private about that.
Oh, okay. Alright, we'll speak in private then. You could just head to Avalon again? We're both here.
1 second, I'm just getting radioed. Why now?
Always the way.
Well, I think you should go to Valkyrie and talk to them about that. I just don't think you should go alone. If Jerry was still
I'm
here,
afraid that I
would
have no
send
other
him-
choice. I can keep an open radio line.
Would that be okay
but
for you, Jerry?
To come with someone is against the agreement. That was the nature of the information exchange.
Yes, I am en
The
route.
fact that I've already revealed who my contact
Gotcha.
was already breaks that, but I believe that's the bare minimum for my position.
Phoebe, legally speaking, you are owned by us. Therefore, every deal they make with
That
you
is
is a deal
correct.
they make with us.
Are you ordering me to
We
reveal the
don't-
information?
I am not. As a sign of goodwill, I am not. But if they want to cause trouble because you filled us in with this, you should remind them that you are simply property of the Astro Corporation. And that any move they make against you is a move that they make against us. Therefore, I would say, you go to them. Edward, you're on standby. Keep an open radio line. And get that figured out.
Yes, Admiral.
Understood.
And Edward, if you have to bring the other corporations in, make this a giant PR debacle or whatever. I'm sure your friend Lennon will like to have a part to play in this as well.
Well, Valkyrie can't really drag their own name through the mud any harder than they already have, so...
But they can lose a lot of money.
Yes, they can.
Poignant
And
observation.
Phoebe, to my understanding, the issue that Scraptown is taking in this is that Valkyrie claims the resources into the volcano for its own, is that correct?
That is correct. Not just the resources, but the volcano crater and the main area within the volcano as well. They claim full ownership over it.
Yes, we have been made aware of that as well. We were thinking earlier that it might be a good idea to propose a more peaceful solution to this, as realistically speaking, the mining operations of Scraptown and the mining operations of Valkyrie are playing in completely different dimensions. It would probably not hurt them to allow Scraptown, specifically Scraptown's scrapping teams, limited access to it in exchange for a peaceful solution. Put it on
That
the
is my
table
intention
for
in
them.
negotiations.
Good.
Understood.
Put it on the table for them. And if you need any help and assistance to bail you out there, Edward is gonna be your man on that. Alright then, you can go. And just
Very well.
to clarify, you are going to do the negotiations with her, or are you going to stick around until afterwards? What's the plan on that?
No, he will need to stay here, unfortunately.
I was only instructed to help with the upgrading process.
Ah, okay, the upgrading process. Okay, that is fine. You can stick around here if you want. I have a little bit of free time before I need to go to operation myself, so if you want, we can, have a little stroll. I can show you around.
We can take the man
If
for
you
a
don't
drink.
mind, I know you must be a busy person.
I have 20 minutes of my time to spare. I hope that's enough
Looking
to
good,
get the
Captain.
situation resolved. Otherwise, I'll show you to the way to our bar.
What radio channel would you like me to be on?
Admiral, would you want us
Use
on
46 for this one.
46, right. I will stay on 46. I will accompany your guest and the Admiral until you call for me.
Understood. Hopefully it will not be required.
Hopefully not.
Technology's always been fascinating ever since I was young.
That is cool. I'm gonna give you the full tour then. So, we are currently standing on the public deck of the UASF Leviathan. Oh, and, Edward, get Jerry briefed as well. I want him as an additional negotiator on the matter.
How would I want to contact him?
I'll contact him for you.
He seems to be at Avalon after all.
Jerry, once you're done with whatever you're doing at Avalon, please get in contact with Edward on radio channel 46. Problem solved. So. Yeah, the UASF Leviathan. One of our capital killer class ships. It's not the biggest vessel, but it's small, fast, stealthy, and packs immense firepower. Right now we're standing in the middle of the public deck, which is the main area that is accessible for visitors from the outside. By the way, Edward, just to double check, do we have any visitors in the bedroom at the moment?
We do have one guest staying in the suites, but...
Ah, right, I remember. Yeah. That's gonna be fine. So yeah. If we make our way around here, this is one of the airlock sets. These are basically placed all across the ship. They do pretty much
for
what the sign
docking
says.
with space stations, I take it.
Docking with space stations, we can also use them to send out troops in a vacuum. So if we have any EVA troopers, they can leave the ship through the airlocks without needing to depressurize the whole hull, which is a big benefit over smaller landing craft. Over here, we have the pride of our ship. The grand meeting room.
Ah, quite the meeting room.
As if I bet everyone in
This
the
is
ship
enough
can be
seats. Yep, this is enough seats to accommodate the crew, and while we're docked in a location like this, where we're basically running on a skeleton crew, we often rent this out to our business partners, so they can have meetings in neutral ground in here. It's actually quite sought after deal, so yeah. Especially for corporations, if they have their ship-throwing contests again,
Alright.
we can just give them 2 sections to sit in. The head can sit on the round table, everybody else can sit on the back seat.
Right, Jerry, where are you? I'd like to brief you in person.
The joy of being inside at least one of the corporation's rooms, and this is definitely a better place than their own office, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, in the worst case, we have enough place to accommodate all 7 of them. And, yeah. Then they can just do their doings and yell at each other uncontrollably. You would be surprised
We're running out of
how
tape
childish
measures.
these corporate heads can be. Oh, yeah.
I haven't had the joy of getting to watch them yell at each other, but I have seen the negotiations with our council member Henderson. So
I'm currently thinking about talking to Trident about making garbage bag sizes of popcorn.
Yeah. Well, over here, if we take this elevator. On the lower decks, that door just leads to engineering compartments that we currently can't go to without protective equipment. It's just the fusion cores are kind of iffy. If you stand there,
And the engineers get very pissy.
Use your... Well, the engineers I don't care about. I care about the fact that if I touch the fusion core in there, I can use my hand as a reading light for another 5 years. But yeah, over here...
I've seen some of those fusion cores in the. We have a lot of downed ships and stuff in the wasteland. Some of those still have power running to them even to this day. So a lot of us stay clear of the ones that are still running.
And the crashed ones usually don't run fully regulated on full performance. Active fusion cores are a whole other level of shit show. But if we have a look in here, this is our brick. In here we keep some less voluntary guests, which is the thing that happens in our craft. We're basically partially responsible for all the executions of legal arrest warrants. It's an annoying job because people often aren't very understanding, but in the end we're the ones picking the multiple murderers off the street, so
Yes, people think police are important, but sometimes you need a slightly firmer hand.
Cable,
I agree. So that's part of why the rules have been established in Scraptown, where it's basically if anyone messes up, you get shot.
Yes.
Better than
radio check over.
That way everyone understands the problem if you cause one and what's going to happen.
Yeah, we
finally, good
we
to hear
try
you, Jerry.
keep our fingers out of the local law enforcement as much as we can.
I would like to brief you in
But
person,
in
though.
some situations,
Where do you happen to be?
local law enforcement is simply not equipped to handle certain cases.
I'm
or,
in
alternatively,
the Union
their
Catwalk.
Local apparatuses simply don't work fast enough.
We can take the Admiral's
Generally
office.
speaking, if we have high-profile targets coming in, we need to make sure that we grab them before they disappear again.
I understand entirely. Not on the same level, but we do have a few of the wasteland
I'll begin Jerry's
raiding
briefing,
groups that
Admiral.
are. If
Enjoy
we
your talk.
catch wind
Alright.
of them, we try to intercept any.
Right. So it seems the current setup that Phoebe has to obtain some upgrades as well as get information about what might be occurring down in the volcano involves her talking to Valkyrie. We're a bit wary about this, obviously. So we're to be on a pseudo standby. She'll be open comms on 46 whilst dealing with them, hopefully. And if anything untoward happens, we are to present ourselves. We're trying to stick within their regulations as much as possible. What with technically being an NDA
Alright, so
or
what's
some
our
such.
objective when we do get called in?
We get called in, we present ourselves at the gate, and if they don't let us in, well, that's where things get a little bit more tense. As I would prefer to not have to brandish firearms against a corp, especially openly. But, again, if they are trying to damage our property, we're within our legal rights to make sure that recompense is paid.
Alright. Shall
Considering
I
I've seen-
manufacture any restraining order, warrants,
Oh,
legal
we can-
notices?
No, that's part and parcel of the ownership of Phoebe in the first place. We have ownership. We wouldn't even need a warrant to retrieve our property, especially because it would be classed as theft.
Well, let's think about it. If they try muscling in and we present them a paper rather than firearms, I think things will go a lot more in our favor. Especially with witnesses.
True. I don't have any cameras on me. This would actually be a very good test of the drone to make sure that it's operational. So what we can do, we can run over to Triton, very quickly see if we can obtain the drone from their R&D department, deploy it at Valkyrie if we have to go there, so we have a third-party, unbiased watching device, and yes, you're right, probably quickly knocking up a warrant is more than likely a good thing. Would you like to type it up, or should
I'll get to work on it. You know what? Let's work together on this one.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Pull our legal god to come and give us a shakedown of it. So what exactly do we want it to say?
Oh boy, how to phrase a search and seizure warrant for our own property. How's it going, Chair?
Well, what do we want to? What do we want to accomplish with this?
We want to get our property back if distress is called.
Sorry, I've just been told the shenanigans that you have been up to. What? Okay, so what's...
Rez is good at that. Rez is great on that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, we succeeded.
Yep. Here, give me 1 second. Yeah, what's up, Soma? Oh, okay, awesome. Sounds good. Thank you. All right. I'm sorry. What's up, Rez?
So we need a search and seizure warrant typed up in a proper manner. And we're just combining our psychophana to do that.
We're just quickly knocking one out so that if we have to go into Valkyrie to obtain back our property, we can do so with full legal ramifications not falling on our heads, as in
And
they
this would
can't
be,
stop us.
Phoebe we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, like just saying that
You have our
Valkyrie
property, and we have the legal
in-
right to go in and obtain our property, regardless of what corporate sanctions are in place.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll for that. Like, you guys just, as characters, can just type it up. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, you're
Sweet.
good. You guys are good to go.
We can go up there
Is
with
there
guns,
anything
but
you're
we're going to be
sneaking
waving
in this
paper.
document?
Hmm?
Is there anything you're sneaking into this document or anything? I assume no, but...
No, it's a pretty straightforward one for the whole making sure that we can just legally walk through their security gate and, be like, let us in, or, we can call union on you and get our stuff and charge you a shitload of money on top of this.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are good to go.
Sweet. That's just in case we get called in on that. Let's hope Valkyrie doesn't fuck it up.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna go get a data pad prop.
And I will wait for a minute. Ah yes, wonderful glorious shenanigans, which means I can take a sip for a second, although I'm low on water, so... Legal document RP. Second time I've done a document today. Hell yeah.
Alright, so is this undergoing right now? Alright, should we go ahead and get that drone in the air?
Yes, we should definitely go get the drone. Hopefully they have someone there at Trident. I know you're very excited to try the
Maybe
drone out,
they'd
aren't
be
you?
so kind. Yeah, maybe we can do some PR with Trident and have their pilot do the drone bit, so that way they get it in on what's going down at Valkyrie.
Well, we can happily give them a copy of the data. The thing is, Valkyrie's just been making mistake after mistake today, so...
Oh, man.
They already got caught with their hands in the cookie jar trying to steal a AI core from Shimetsu. By fobbing off a fake
and V
to
being
them.
with the rogue AI, or V's working with the rogue synths, too?
Huh. That's somewhat concerning as well, considering Ophi is with V at the minute, so we will have to see what Ophi will tell us. I like Ophi, but I don't want to have someone deck into her and literally pull all the data.
I need to give Ophi a test and see if she's awakened any.
Yes, this whole awakening thing's very strange.
Yeah. And I want none of it going on up here.
Look, to be fair, I don't care if any of our synthetics are awakened. They are a tool like anything else. Like any soldier should
Yeah,
be.
what happens when the tool doesn't want to be a tool?
No, that's the thing, Jerry. Even soldiers, right? Our guns are tools. We are tools. If anything, we understand what these awakened synthetics are all about. But whether or not they would see it that way, it's why I don't care, as long as they can follow orders like any soldier. Far be it from us to give a damn.
Right. I guess it's just that peace of mind part of me talking.
Jerry, there's more than enough soldiers that have turned their guns on their COs or themselves. We all know that. It just happens. People are impossible to predict.
Well, let's have it not happen.
Yes, it wouldn't exactly be the most fun thing to be on the receiving end of. Ah, perfect.
Edward, this is the Admiral. Just to let you know, I'm going to bring our guest to the Trident Bar.
Keep your eye on the prize!
To pick him up there later.
We're already here.
Oh, hello.
Right, Flounder.
Howdy, Flounder.
Oh, okay. How's it going?
We're just about to ask Trident if they have anyone on board that has access to that drone.
No.
Just as another precaution.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see you here.
Understood. Understood.
Flounder, do you have anyone in at the minute?
I'm not sure. Conrad's in a meeting currently. Like he's been all day. Oh my god, I just
Well,
realized.
he's just finished a meeting, it would seem.
Can you hold this? Can you hold this? Can you hold
Yeah.
this? Okay, hold on. Watch out. Watch out.
You have to enjoy good timing.
Move to that
You're going to break that sword, Flounder.
No, it's fine.
Again.
Hello, gentlemen. Hey, Flounder.
Howdy.
Having fun?
I can't believe it. Wait. You can do this with the.
I don't need this.
Wait.
One of these days.
Gentlemen,
Alright.
Missed.
get it, Flounder. Go for it.
Oh, sir.
Wow, that was anticlimactic.
Well, it's going.
Do you need me for something?
Yes, very quickly if you could,
Yeah,
Conrad.
just all get high.
Just inside would probably be preferable.
Talk to you another
I
time.
don't have to
We got
go
some
too
fun
far,
stuff.
and it's probably
Talk
not
to you
gonna
another
be too
time.
long.
No.
Send him
No,
to
we
space.
don't do that. No.
No, not to that.
If it's about the thing,
Yes.
is it about the thing?
Again, that's not really the most specific of things to know about.
Oh no, it is. It's
Okay.
the thing that we've been
Okay.
working on since the beginning.
Jerry's very excited.
Yeah. We got a test flight mission for it to conduct.
I'm gonna ping a DM.
Just to make sure it's fully finished.
Something else. It
Yeah.
should be a prototype. Hello, DM.
Okay, parked our guest in the network, and I'm going to be
The prototype
heading
finished, right?
to to better some fun.
I get the prototype for the
for the drones?
Understood. I'll keep command up
prototype's
here.
like good to go. Ready to
Alright, what do you
try
say?
it out.
Like one would be like in there.
All right.
Yeah, you probably have one that R&D dropped off
Cool.
earlier in the day.
Alright, come on.
Perfect.
That is dropped off earlier on in the day.
Whoa. Is it my model or did you guys get one?
It is Trident made and Trident researched. But it is a prototype. Exactly what you wanted. But it has your
Hold
parts.
this.
Am I good to go?
You need me for anything else?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, awesome.
It has the materials that you gave us, but it's made in a Trident facility.
Wonderful.
Mmm.
Fancy.
Beautiful. Very fancy. Do a quick fly around to the honeycomb and back. Very maneuverable. I like it.
It's what you want in a drone.
Indeed.
Definitely good for a prototype.
Go back.
Excellent.
Excellent. Very excellent.
You might have use of it soon. As, well... Valkyrie just keeps making mistake after mistake today, it seems.
Were you in a part of that meeting?
No. Why, what meeting, did you happen to have? I'm assuming it was probably with Shimetsu.
No.
Oh. Surprising. Did
More
Shimetsu
juice.
inform you
Well, we're
of,
about to get more juice.
Yeah. Did they inform you what happened?
Show him the warrant.
Yes.
We currently have this warrant for our property to be returned if and when something potentially occurs.
Oh. No, it's nothing about Shimetsu itself.
No, this is Valkyrie.
Oh, about their drone thing? Their AI thing? Their AI
Yes.
specific thing? Yeah.
The thing is,
What
now
if I
we have
told you
one of ours.
that after that call out post from Reynolds that some corporations are mad and wanting a team against Trident?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of understandable. He did literally flop it out on the table and wriggle it around in front of everyone.
But you know what's hilarious? He could have done it, on live television. That would have.
He could have. It would have actually been a wonderful call out, but, you don't want everyone understanding
being
what's
nice.
going on. Yeah, no, he was actually very polite to all the other corps. They didn't understand that. As a general
And
neutral
so-
party, we kind of look at it and go, we see where you're coming
will
from.
be used
Oh,
soon enough.
no.
Yeah, I saw it all over Click Clock.
So,
Seems like some phone footage got out.
Someone was
soon
probably-
enough, I'll have you guys on operations.
Oh, wonderful.
Trident, as far as everything knows, they tried to do a meeting without Trident. Imagine that.
See, It's understandable that
So-
corps are individual entities, but you do all have to come together for certain things.
No, I
Trying
don't
to
agree
leave-
with that. But the fact that they tried to cover something to a communications corporation, I find that laughable.
Yes, no, that's a terrible joke. They should take that on the road. They'd have everyone in the aisles.
Oh, by the way,
So-
I know where all the CCTV cameras are now. In the row.
Lovely.
Yes.
They've been sneaking them away in secret spots.
Let me know that. But first off, soon enough you'll be handsomely paid, as per the Trident contract.
Well, thank you.
As
always
always.
nice to know.
I think the meeting with Ovi's
Astral's been kind enough, transparent to us on most things. Of course, Astral has to keep their own little barriers, but
We try
let
to
me
maintain
finally
as
give
much
you a job
neutrality as
that
we
you're
can.
meant to do.
But, well, if we've got someone
After
scrubbing
all,
our tracks.
Astral. After all, Astral is meant for. Yes, he's actually doing peacekeeping in the Undercity.
Ah, I saw him fooling around in the sanctum.
Yes, well, the other corporations are dilly-dallying around and trying to, be whiny babies, I would have to say. We're trying to cause peace among Salvation City, imagine that.
Somewhat surprising. I
Peacekeeping,
mean,
it's a nice thing. And you can still make profit off of peace. Even Valkyrie can do it, even Shimetsu can do it. Shimetsu's already trying to do that.
Have you
But
heard about
Valkyrie
the
just-
awakening going on, though?
Yes.
I'm okay with
Okay,
awakenings.
but- You are now. Okay.
Yep. We're actually actively trying to get Flounder to become awakened.
Interesting. Maybe he should hang out with that gang that's running around in the row in Undercity then.
I don't think we should be promoting gang affiliations,
No.
Jerry.
We should not be promoting gang affiliations.
Well, this gang's full of awakened synths. And
They're
people seem
originally
to-
under owners.
No, I don't
see
have
no
work
owners
after
with
this.
them.
But nonetheless. Synths can become people, people are people. That synth could be a human and do the same exact thing.
A synth can own another synth then?
Does start going down a rabbit
You weren't
hole.
here for the Titan incident, were you?
I was not.
Yes, well, it's that.
Titan went out of their way to control and own other synths through their virus and said that they were free. A false sense of security. And of course, I try to flush that down as well as the other synthetics that were actually freed.
Oh man, that sauce. All the more reason not to trust this Midge character I've been hearing about.
I don't know anything about this Mitch person.
Oh well, they're an awakened synth and no owner. V's been talking around with them. Some
It's
high-tech
pretty
bots.
alright. It's just don't get her pissed off.
Yeah, I'm still trying to make something up of what's going on with this just gang of 10 or 11 synths just walking around the streets like they own it.
Oh, look, and then you can investigate that if you could. Just keeping it on the down low for now. Don't try to barge into things.
Yes, no full infiltration. Keep
Just have a look
arms
look
length.
over what's going on, if you know what I mean. Just look it over them. See who is who, like what you did before. Just you don't even have to go into some form. If you see them walking around, just they're walking around. Take a note of who's walking around. I do it all the time. You want to believe it or not?
The Admiral's probably in the bar right now.
Our guest is.
But You wouldn't believe it or not, but I was kind of trained myself for espionage.
I'd imagine so, being at such a corporation.
Actually makes perfect sense. Also, what's Flounder doing?
Hello.
Probably letting me know.
Oh, okay.
I
Conrad's
heard.
here. That's fine. No, I didn't realize you were having the meeting in here. I thought you guys were having the meeting over there. So I was
You're
like,
good.
oh, what are
You're
they
good.
doing? Just
You're
chilling
good.
in here. Okay.
No.
We're gonna go have the meeting over there.
Interesting. Anyway, do you mind if we cart the drone
Yes.
out with us?
Yes. Yes.
Go right ahead, Jerry.
All right.
That way, we'll.
But those
of
things
course,
about keeping subtle while
Well,
spying around.
Yes, we're not going for subtlety with this use, but with
They-
some stealth additions.
How
maybe.
should I say it? Well, of course. But what I mean about that is, all the other corporations got so whiny about Trident knowing things when we do open.
It's you openly admit to knowing things because you are an information corp. I don't understand what their problem is. Makes zero logical sense.
And they're wanting to get rid of our information, which doesn't make sense because we get our information from talking to people and not through networks. So,
Like, Conrad, have you ever done the old psychological trick?
oh, this meeting, yes, this one is lined up. Yep.
Ah, wonderful.
You didn't tell me who was here. Or are you just here?
Howdy, Uncle. He just got here.
Okay. All right, cart that outside.
Gangway, big cart. Choo choo.
I need to talk to you later, but my schedule today is very tight. We'll probably have to schedule it tomorrow.
Sure, by all means.
Apologies. I hope you received the memo and the email.
Yes.
I'm afraid we'll have to clock out for
Right.
now.
You're fine. I don't need any security for this one.
Okay.
Yes, we can park that there for now, and we can take a relax. Ah,
Yeah, those are for you, mate.
good to see you.
We got a new toy.
It's quite nice.
So what are you
Well, I'm a
Have they been checked out? Does anyone know?
and I help out at the noodle shop in the row, and I'm
Apparently, there was some kind of sickness going around Traverse. I'm kind of worried about it. Oh, member of Traverse being here all of a sudden. I don't have my armor. I can't just put my rebreather on.
No, I remember you. Wait, did you go to the gala last year?
I did. I got second place.
That would be a reason to be concerned.
Yes, no, I'm quite concerned.
You were wearing very.
Jerry, how
I don't
antibiotic are you?
You were so dressed up.
I filter water out easily.
Right.
I'm not really prone to disease.
Can you ask the Traverse employee whether or not they were infected earlier? Or if they have been treated for an infection? You love to see it.
Trash can around here?
There are. They didn't put any in the bar area. I don't know why. They're all like, there's like 4 out there, but there's none in here. It's kind of weird.
Okay, because I mean, my plate. I guess there's spots that clean up the place a little bit, but like my plate, I was like,
I mean, I suppose, look, if you want to just put the plate into your bag as long with the glass, Trident's not going to care.
Just to make sure.
Just free plate.
Someone will clean it, I'm sure.
Speaking of getting a plate, actually, I want some taco yummy too.
Sure you heard proper?
There most likely was talking about me.
Oh, wow, you say you were from Wasteland?
If anything.
Yeah, just put it on the Admiral's tab thing.
No. I've got my own.
No,
After all, I'm the second in
she
command.
left me here with she left me here with
Me. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
I did see someone else.
Really do not drink.
Quite like you, shiny, but I
No
think
problem.
Made out of metal. Are you related?
This one. Here.
Flounder, who's your friend?
They're so shiny. And they're made out not like hard metal.
Let's see. Uncle Max is my friend. Uncle Conrad.
The one that
my
happens to be
friend.
standing
Miss
next to you.
Money's my friend.
I have returned aboard the Leviathan.
Oh, I don't know them.
Who are you
They were
then?
at the gala. They were at the gala. Rachel.
Rachel.
Somebody's looking to kill you, but
Huh.
I haven't heard about it.
One moment.
Here. Here to do the whole long introduction thing. There you go. Enjoy your snacks. We'll contact you.
Did everything go okay? Do we need to come in for a debriefing from you?
I'm fine. Yeah. You want
Yes, a debriefing would definitely be recommended. But everything went well overall, and I am in possession of my goal.
Understood. I'll be there soon enough, and I'll bring your guest. Right. Seems that
Understood.
Phoebe has finished, so I'll leave Jerry here to do the hobnobbing and take you back to the Leviathan.
You don't want to give the robot fists them stabbies.
Right.
No,
Come along then.
By
Right,
chance, have
Jerry,
you
feel
seen
free
any
to
welfare personnel around?
socialize. I'm going to go
No,
get the
no,
debrief
I
from
heard that
Phoebe.
they're moving out right now.
No, it seems that everything went well. We didn't need it. So when you're done
Oh gosh,
just
where did
enjoying
we come from? Oh god, I'm so confused.
socializing.
Yeah, we need to
Well,
go
you
back.
can socialize first, Jerry.
Yeah, we need to go. No, not Trident. We're
Where we are.
okay.
He's very excited.
Oh, they put that in my hands for a second.
Yeah, I've seen you before.
We should.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
currently at Trident. We're
I was
going
at the
back to
gala.
Traverse. But
Traverse. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah,
Nah.
we gotta traverse. Take good care
The
of
same
yourself.
familiar.
Don't get murdered.
I don't think I met you.
Maybe not.
Where's Svolker?
Jiggle, at some point I will get down to the wasteland and I will have that burger. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you definitely should. You definitely gotta get yourself in there.
Right.
Someone who frequents Jiggle's eatery. The burger is very good.
I never got the chance to have it last time, unfortunately. I only got to have the regular water. Anyway, to the Union. Jerry gets to take the long way. Also, right.
I fixed it. Oh.
I was going to say, you seemed very light on your feet for a minute there.
I have my moments.
Yes, yes. Don't be all. That's why I'm going very slow for you.
Oh, if you're only going slow because I'm old.
Well, it's a matter of courtesy in that case, isn't it? You are a guest, after all. Yes,
Janeway, big ass cart.
it is a very large cadre, yes. At least we didn't have to deploy it. Anyway, hopefully we don't leave Phoebe waiting too long. And by all means.
Hi, Jerry. Oh, yeah?
Phoebe, you're still on the radio.
Apologies.
It's fine. Look, we can take the Admiral's office. Are you just going to put it in there, Jerry? Admiral's
No, I put it in the elevator
indisposed.
to the armory.
Right. Guess I get the big seat for once. Oh. Interesting. So that was what you were looking for.
Yes. This is what I'm hoping to use for my upgrade to basically basically unlock my power limit within this chassis.
Right.
And the cost of getting this was information about Reunion.
Ah, so you're able to actually tell us what you were able to disclose at the time, since the information has been disclosed.
Well, now that I have what I wanted, I don't care anymore. The goal was the Valonium, and the information I gave them was basic at best. It did reveal something about the Grindstone because I put some individual personal investigation myself earlier today within the row in the sewer system. So that's what Valkyrie knows. Agreed.
Grindstone. You mean Sasiaki's place? She owns and runs it.
Affirmative. It seems like they actually have a tie to Reunion.
Seems like she also has a tie to the Runner Network, too. I didn't figure
Seems like they have their finger in a lot
case,
of
but-
pies. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Right.
Sasiaki's a big, muscular woman that knows what she wants. She also works
Another
with Rachel.
thing. Valkyrie asked me to spy on both Astral and Scraptown, and they're under the impression that we are under an ongoing agreement for me to be their informant.
Did you sign anything?
Negative. In fact, they made sure to try to scrub as much data as possible from their own devices and told me to do the same, which I told them they did. By the way, here's a download of a full video of our interaction.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. You have to enjoy the fact that Valkyrie are actually nitwits.
Like a fiddle, Phoebe.
I think I'm going to need... What's a larger bag than garbage when it comes to, like, filling it with popcorn? I'm going to sit at my desk with a bag that size, full of popcorn, and watch this entire thing laughing the entire time. These
Maybe
people
an
are...
industrial-sized bag?
Perfect. Thank you. I need an industrial-sized garbage bag that's fresh off the
What I would
presses.
like to propose is because they believe me to be an informant against both Astral and Scraptown, I would like to continue feeding them false information, but
You want to false
I would
flag
like
them.
to include real information as well from time to time. Affirmative. That way, should anything come up, they can verify part of it.
So I got a little goose trail going on right now that you can start feeding to Valkyrie. So apparently there's this big mafia boss called the Panda. Yeah? I don't think he really exists though. I'm not too sure exactly what he's been up to, but his name's been going around, and the only way I found out about this was through Rachel Faust. She's one of the little...
She was just up at the Trident
I don't
Bar.
know exactly. She was now, huh? She's been going around everywhere, it seems. But yeah, if you want anything, paint the picture that the Panda is a big bad guy that needs a door kicking in.
Understood. If you have a moment later, please send me any relevant information.
Yes, Phoebe, I want you to
Alright,
liaise
will
with
do.
Jerry on the information that you want to feed to Valkyrie. Jerry's got lots of tabs out.
Understood.
So he'd probably be the best to make sure that they know what they need to know and don't know anything else, because, well, frankly, they don't know anything in the first place. I'm surprised they actually can figure out which end of the gun fires the bullets, from what I've seen today. Well, wonderful.
Now, as well, we also cleared up that volcano incident as well. I basically was able to convince them that the meeting there was incidental, and that I would, as the leader of the mining team that was just started by myself in Scraptown, they trust me to give them information on if Scraptown ever has any kind of inclination towards attacking or anything in regards to the volcano, which of course I can...
We all know that the only time that any attacks on Valkyrie operations in the volcano would happen would be if bandits were to be doing it. There would be no Wasteland individuals
Exactly.
or our assets involved in ever launching any kind of attack against any corporate enterprises.
Exactly. That has already been covered. Oh, also, I have a receipt for payments for crew members as well as the last run.
That's fine. We can.
Current tally is a paltry 420,000 credits.
Yes, no, we can more than likely deal with that. That's fine. So then the next order of business that comes on is you're looking for your upgrades. So how does your guest here intend to perform them?
Well, I believe you had mentioned something. Oh, I'm sorry. You should answer.
No, you. Well, since it's a very delicate procedure, I will probably need any facilities that you could provide for such a delicate procedure to upgrade.
We don't have a corporate fabrication facility on board, if that's what you're looking for. We could probably find a way to maybe ask Shimetsu to provide use of theirs, as that's part of the contract.
I believe that was mentioned earlier.
Maybe.
Yes.
Actually,
This
you know
particular-
what? Good idea with Shimetsu. Tomorrow we should meet up with Lennon over drinks and try and propose to them that we could have Phoebe be upgraded there, and maybe
Yes.
strike a deal.
I mean, they're already running the upgrades for my armor, so probably be able to even fit you in on the docket, as it were. They might have a little bit against yourself being in there, obviously, but since you are Phoebe's trusted technician, it seems, I don't see any problem with it. So the only convincing we would have to do would be of making sure that Shimetsu would be overseeing. After all, they're probably not going to be too happy letting you have free reign of facilities. That's if we
No,
get
I wouldn't
through.
expect to have anything less than eyes on me, but to keep all their secrets, whatever they're trying to do in their own facilities.
Tell you what,
And
we'll
Captain,
write
I
up
got
some
something cooking up
documentation.
to make sure. I got something cooking up here, right here in my pocket, that'll make sure Lennon gets us what we want.
Wonderful. We'll make sure to structure it out with some contract work to make sure that any of the upgrades you performed are not stolen as well. Yeah, we have to keep
Well, sure thing.
our assets protected too. We look after our own.
Oh, the OOC detail about the video, the faces and the voices are distorted, so you can't tell exactly who the two people are that she spoke to. But I did include the ID of at least RT as one of them, but she doesn't know who the other person even is. So, she just knows that they're Valkyrie.
Only faces and vocals were blurred?
Yes.
Could still work it out from their clothing.
But that's it.
Wonderful. Well then, seems that everything there has wrapped up rather neatly. Does anyone else have anything they wish to bring up?
The only thing
This
I
is
can say
incredibly
is
volatile.
Storage.
that it is a very delicate procedure of what she wants done. And I will do my best to make sure it's a success, but we are talking about, changing her core and maximizing her power output here.
Right.
Not
I
get
don't
open
understand
for
the
back
whole
and,
technology of that,
positive to positive,
unfortunately.
negative to negative.
Actually, one moment, I need
Ain't
to...
that how it works?
That's the very layman's term, but we're talking about changing her current power system for something much stronger.
Right. Well, I'm sure you're taking all practicable steps to make sure that nothing happens to damage our operator.
I've devised a few ways and ideas to help make it as easy as possible, but like I said, ultimately comes down to facilities and a little bit of luck in there too.
All right, we'll get you your facilities. In fact, Captain, how about we invite Lennon over for a drink?
Sure. I suppose I can call up Shimetsu. Make inquiries.
I also recommend, just to be safe, doing a backup of Phoebe if you have such a ability to do so. Of some of her.
I have one of my sister models, but they don't have the right upgrades for it as far as the cognitive upgrades.
You've got more of a wealth of knowledge to draw
safety
from.
precaution, just in case the worst does happen. But obviously, I'm not aiming for it.
Obviously not. I'm sure it would have been very easy at some point to potentially just drop a boulder on you out of the volcano and just leave you to rust if they'd wanted to destroy you, so we're trusting that you have Phoebe's best health in your intentions.
I thought it's the chassis that would be.
That's what I mean. If something goes wrong, then we might lose the whole chassis. The AI system might not be lost, but if it goes all at once and you don't have any recent backups, that could be a problem. It's more of a safety precaution, like I said.
Right.
Or at least to save some important files that you need her to keep. Like I said, safety precaution more than anything.
We'll get this all sorted out.
Yes.
So, what should we do first?
When should I expect that to...
Well, I'll make arrangements with Shimetsu. How much time have we got? We've got a little bit of time, so yes. I'll call up Shimetsu, see about if we can procure the use of their facilities. If not, we can then see if Trident will acquiesce. After that, well, that's a bit more difficult. But we'll definitely find out where we can get something done. At this point, I believe that it's more everyone go and enjoy a drink, and I will see what arrangements I can make. Make sure you're back on 45.
I'll put this in the armory.
Yes, please do. Somewhere very safe, secure, stable, and where no one's going to go near it. If,
45 or 46?
Back on 45.
Shimetsu's door and see if they're down.
I'm just going to call them. It's so much easier just to use their number, Jerry. You dolt. It's been one of those days. Excuse me.
At least he's a go-getter.
He really is. Look, I think the whole him getting his drone has gone to his head, or what could equate to it. It's one of those days. All I know is that
I've made little drones myself.
right. No, we've had quite a wait for this one, but it's experimental. Quite a few features.
Fancy new tech. I get that.
Yes.
I found a pretty smashed old one, a couple years old. Managed to get it running again out in the wasteland myself.
If we have
nothing fancy, but it at least records stuff for me.
You seem like a knowledgeable man. Well, good to know that Phoebe's
knowledgeable
in
as you can be.
Good hands.
Well, she's lucky. I got 30 years of experience up in the city before I finally left.
You've got more experience than I've got actual age. Just because I sound this way doesn't mean I'm not young.
I never judge a book by its cover.
Look, I swear, I only got the captaincy on the fact that I think they needed someone to throw the blame on. This all came very fast for me.
At least it came with a pay raise, right? From whatever you were doing?
I get paid in living. I think the payment was literally a slightly better set of armor. And there you go. Don't get shot as much.
Well, your life expectancy went up.
Yes. From 2 years to 5. Statistics are terrible. I suppose it's better than the next 30 seconds. Who only knows? At this point, chances are Jerry's gone to Shimetsu. No one's been there. I'm just going to make the call now. It's probably easier.
Beat him to the punch.
Is anyone from Shimetsu around? Apparently not. Seems like it's deserted on their course.
I would offer to do the job overnight, but I don't know what their policy might be on letting someone be there all night.
You know, I have to sort of look back at our contract with them and see whether or not we do have I know that we have access via our contract to be able to get use of their facilities, but we still need permission to go onto site.
Permission. And I'm sure they probably aren't thinking overnight.
No, probably not. It'll be a bit
I can tell you, as someone who tinkers for a living, I'm no stranger to sleeping in a lab chair.
All set. It's stabilized. Apologies for making you wait.
Oh, not at all. I could say the same for the fact that how long it took us to get back to the Leviathan. What I was going to say is, how much from our basic facilities could you pre-prepare to expedite the process?
Captain, I got a representative
The
from
speed up the
Shimetsu, not
process, I
Lennon,
could-
but seems to be
I
Phil,
could probably set
to
like
talk with us about
if
the meeting.
Phoebe's willing to stay,
and
we
your
can
armor.
start designing a better refitting
Right, where
her
are
chassis
you
for
then,
the
Jerry?
specific
I'll,
device.
head on over.
But changing the power system and everything, that's a more intense job, and we'll need
We're
the higher
actually going to be
facilities for
heading
that.
to the Leviathan.
Right, I guess I'll just take another seat at the desk then. See you in there. Oh, it seems like we're getting visited again. Have a Shimetsu representative coming along.
Ah, you found one.
Yes. Not the one we thought we were going to find, but, well, who knows. You come out into the hallway, stand around, get some of that fresh recirculated air, and then straight back in for another round of riveting meetings. I hate it.
Well, you could be like us in the wasteland, where you're hearing about a new bandit attack on the gate, or someone dragging in a giant sandworm to eat.
More firepower.
I agree, but a lot of folks in Scraptown tend to fight against my
Well, one thing we did do
recommendations.
was for that sandworm you saw we got brought in today. I made explosives harpoons for that.
Explosive
That's
harpoons.
really cool.
That is actually pretty cool. I'll give it that. No, that's definitely cool. I would have actually paid to see that. It would have been great.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it. Never mind, I take that back. It is exciting in the wasteland.
Yes.
I will say we do try our best to upgrade the town where I can, and I've seen your efforts, Phoebe. I understand the frustration of it. Unfortunately, some of them don't want to. Like, for example, our cars get blown up a lot, but they don't want to armor them. Even
I
though
would
we
also
have
make you the
tons of scrap.
recommendation that you stop the town from being a kill box. The amount of access to the top ridges of your town, where people could just get up there and start shooting down into it indiscriminately, is actually quite high. A lot of sight lines from the last time I was there. Just from a professional
I agree,
standpoint.
Yes, there are.
That's why I've been sending. I have surveillance drones I put up there. So
Again, smart man.
But that's also why I'm looking to make my own vehicle. I actually didn't tell you about that, but I have in production currently, in secret, and with permission from Henderson, to create an armored truck to take us to and from wherever is needed. Very, very armored.
at least
Ah,
you have that working for you. I'm
How's
glad
it
someone's
going there,
getting
Phil?
something like that done.
going all right.
Feel free to take a seat at your leisure.
Yeah, okay. I'll stand.
By all means, whatever
So,
makes you
what's
more
up?
comfortable. As per our contract with Shimetsu, we were looking to make use of your corporate facilities.
I heard armor, yeah.
No, I've already put that in. That was through Didus.
One second, sorry.
If you don't mind me, Captain, I'm gonna go out for a test flight.
By all means, Jerry.
Hi, give me a second. I gotta take this. I'm just gonna step into one of the rooms there, if you don't mind.
Out in the hallway is perfectly fine.
Get some schematics up, I'll come back and I'll look over them.
Gentlemen, there's all that.
Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, I never actually got your name properly.
Zax Prowler, roboticist.
Captain Edward Rivers, second in command of Astral. Well, on planet at least.
I doubt you'd ever need anything, but if you do come down to the wasteland and need any parts on the go, I do try to keep a good stock.
Well, you've obviously been taking good care of Phoebe, so...
What is the Rear Admiral up to these days anyways? I haven't heard about them in forever.
Who only knows?
I know he's... I just want to make sure you two are okay. He wanted to see the schematics. I don't know. Do we have clearance to do that with him, or...?
Yes,
Apologies.
Phil is a high-ranking member of Shimetsu.
Yeah, fill me in.
So,
just want to make sure.
This gentleman here is looking to upgrade our operator. And as he has been the one that has been taking care of her, he's the only one able to perform said upgrades. But to do so, he needs access to some corporate facilities. Thus, we're asking to make use of them via our contract. Of course, Shimetsu is more than happy to have eyes on to make sure nothing untoward is being performed at the time. We only ask that none of the upgrades are kept on record. Just that we are not trying to take anything that isn't ours whilst using them.
Yeah, I get it. Equipment for an astral operative.
Yes.
Yeah, that's...
We're providing all the resources and the manpower. We just need the actual facilities to use. We don't have the level of completeness.
Yeah, that'll need to be done tomorrow.
Yes, no,
If
by
you
all
can
by
hold
all
on till
means,
then.
no. We're just making sure we have the okay from someone.
Unless you don't mind sitting in a lab with us like overnight, going through all that. I'm not sure whatever projects.
I have nothing I need to do the rest of the day. If overnight might be better.
I'm okay with that.
If you wish to do that, that is
Yeah.
completely upon
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, just come back at the end of the day and we'll slot you in there.
That's much appreciated.
Yeah, I'm a tinkerer by nature. I'm used to working all night and then sleeping in a lab chair until someone finds me.
To be totally honest, this isn't even the first time I've made him go all night. That
Phoebe,
came out from
phrasing.
organics.
Phrasing,
Please ignore that I
Phoebe.
said that.
I mean, that's our entire...
My apologies. I'm not used to it.
We don't really sleep that much.
Wonderful. That was mostly what we
Taking care
needed
of stuff
you for.
and scrap metal makes me.
Sorry to drag you the whole
I do
way
a lot
over here.
of late night work.
You got a contract?
We don't, but I can write one up for you if you want. We weren't really thinking of doing this via contract,
Yeah,
as
we're
it's
gonna
already written
need that.
into... Use of your facilities
if
was
it's-
written into the original contract we signed with you.
Right, but we need the paperwork for a equipment requisition.
For a full, the basics of keeping tabs,
Yeah.
yes, no. We can,
That's what we're going through this with, so, you know.
Wonderful. No, we can make sure to have that all fully written up for signing tomorrow. If we can do it verbally now, and then get the signature in the morning, as it were.
Because, even though the fact that this is a special case is supposed to be kept off the books to some extent, we still need to, if it's made to order equipment, we still need a special form for that. So.
Ah, right. Understood.
Yeah.
We can get right on that then. Well,
You're not going to be charged extra for it or anything. It's more of a formality and record keeping.
yes, no, to be fair, I don't think Shimetsu should be charging us in the first place. It's all part and parcel of us being able to use your facilities, and we're providing all the materials for the upgrade. It's literally just allowing us onto your property to use it.
Do you have all the materials you'd need?
We have gathered the materials necessary. We just need the facility.
Yep. All right. Well, come back at the end of the day and we'll get you sorted.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Phil. Let me escort you out. Be proper about this.
Yeah. Actually.
Oh, you like it?
Do you think you'd ever have time for a tour? Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. Kind of prefer being on these instead of down here, you know?
Fair enough. Unfortunately, we can't show too much. But, I mean, I could give a basic, if you would like.
The trophy catalog is certainly something.
Well, this isn't my room, it's the Admiral's, you see. But since the Admiral is currently predisposed, I'm the one in charge.
I'd have to, guess I'd have to get the details from her then.
Quite. I mean, I can show you around the place, but, it's not really...
Whenever you have the time. Doesn't have to be now.
Well, we can book something up. Make sure that you get a proper tour. Drinks and entrees and all that fun stuff. Walk around with cheese and meat.
Is the bridge retractable? Is that...
No,
I'm
it's a slight overhang, although it's got bulkheads specifically designed to seal it off. It could be detached in an emergency.
No, retractable.
No, it doesn't sink in.
Does it sink in?
We don't have any of the extra space inside.
Right. Guess you all operate out of this one place anyway, so...
Yes. It's fully encompassed.
Yeah.
By all means.
Would have been nice if we could have been spared the expenses for one of these, though.
I mean, I don't ask where the money comes from half the time, as long as it's in my account from doing what I do.
It is fairly spacious, though, compared to the last one I was on.
Oh, we've got a lot of operatives after all. They decided to send more here.
Yeah. Hate those things.
Yes, it's a bit of a jolt. But I will most definitely endeavor to get that paperwork written up and sent to you ASAP so that we can get our operative up and operational in a more efficient manner.
Of course. I won't be able to start until we get the paperwork through, so...
Yes, of course. That's completely understandable.
Yeah.
Right, well, I shall leave you to your day. Thank you very much for the assistance with that.
Of course.
And don't worry about that rifle of mine. No one even knows you have it anymore.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna head out.
By all means. Have a good one.
Yep.
Back versus M. Package secured. We're on our way back up. Please ready the red room.
Understood. It should already have the carpet rolled out. Feel free to deposit and go wash up. Right.
Control, this is Hoverfly. Clear for landing.
Really?
Listen, it needed a name.
Fine.
Kibble, can you quit joking around and playing with your new toy and come to the Red Room? I need you to talk to somebody.
Right. So, on the matter of the contract for them. So, out of character, I'm assuming it has been fully approved, the upgrades and such with DM Team and all that. I don't actually know how that.
Yeah, this is a story weave. Yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful. I don't exactly know if I'm meant to actually provide Noodle a document stating that or anything, or if someone is meant to provide him one. But yeah, I assume I can probably leave that to you to make sure that he's aware of everything.
I was gonna bug it. Yeah, I was gonna bug a GM about it, and then I also am Spellboy is the one who I set up the story weaves with, so I'm gonna let him know as well.
Sweet,
this
go
is
right
like
ahead.
8 episodes in the making. I'm so fucking happy. It took forever.
And here's me just
I'm
send
glad
off one
it worked
request. I send off one fucking request and it's like, yes, 2 episodes later, here you go. Done. Easy clap. Right.
So outrageous. And now she's gotten into this weird triangle of information bullshit just to do it. It's worth it, but I feel like I'm in a Breaking Bad episode now.
It's like all these
Phoebe,
wires.
it's time to cook.
We need that 99.9% Phoebe.
Pure Phoebonum.
Yeah, that Valonium was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Holy shit.
I will say out of character, like ever since Phoebe came in, she came in at like the perfect time to like influence Prowler completely. I was like, everything at the end of season 2, everything was going to shit, and she was like, "I'll help you, Prowler," and I'm like, "Yes."
Friend. Right. Anyway, back in character.
I'm so helpful.
Right. So, since you're probably not maybe doing it overnight tonight, but get it knocked out in the morning, where will we store your friend?
Oh, well, I thought we were going tonight.
Oh, is that not happening now?
See,
No,
that's where I get confused.
We are going, yes.
You're going to go? Wonderful. Right.
Yes, we're going to Shimetsu tonight, yes.
Oh, I wanted to fight one of those sweepos I've heard about.
Look, I can totally just sit here and rewrite this.
I mean,
Don't break the
yeah,
Sweepos. I'm sure the
Sweepos.
Sweepo company would probably sue you.
I don't have that kind of money.
Yes, then don't go breaking things. Probably smart. Although, I suppose, in your case, with your seeming technical expertise, you could break it and then probably put it back together again.
Put it back better.
Oh, better? Don't tell them that. You might get hired by them.
Oh, Captain, actually, I do have something of a request.
Sure.
I need an environmental suit for one of my workers in the team on the mining crew.
You need
They
an EV
are,
suit.
for lack of a better term, they're a cactus. Affirmative. They need a suit to help them fight the extreme temperatures within the volcano.
If they're cactus, aren't they going to have needles that poke holes in it and rupture the whole thing?
Negative.
Armored.
Well, their hair facsimile. I'm not exactly sure how to reference their anatomy, but in the parts where there are needles would be the helmet, and therefore would be essentially immune anyways.
I suppose. I mean, we'll have to run that one by the Admiral. I don't have all the requisition forms for that. That's probably on her desk. I can sign off on that kind of stuff, but she's got to give the go-ahead.
I can produce it myself if I have the materials, but I'd rather have something professionally made to ensure her safety.
Look, do you want me to write something into the document for your upgrades about being able to also craft a helmet if your associate's able to do that? Two birds, one stone, kind of.
No, perhaps we shouldn't push anything with Shimetsu.
Probably not. Again, I could have tried slipping it in there. Wouldn't have been too hard, but... Right.
Well, if it's not able to be simply purchased by Astral, then so long as I can get the materials, I can produce one. But I would need assistance getting those materials, because there are certain control units that I cannot fabricate.
Huh. Right. Well, we could probably part with like a regular EV suit, but again, that's probably going to cost credits. But it's also the Admiral. Like, if she signs off on it, by all means, I can put my signature on the end. No ways. But if she's got any problems with it, then unfortunately the hands are tied. You know, bureaucracy and all that. And I feel like I'm going to be talking to God to make sure that your contract is working. When God eventually gets here. You pray and you pray, and sometimes, you know, it always gets in that way towards the end of the day.
God works in mysterious ways.
Normally, God's working in mysterious ways because I think he's drunk. Oh, no, wait. Works in mysterious ways, not walks in mysterious ways. How's it going there, Jack? So,
hey, what's up, Zamobi? What can I do for you?
Edward has written up the contract for Shimetsu for Phoebe to go in overnight with Prowler and get the upgrades. Just making sure that that's fully okayed because they've spent 8 episodes as a story weave thing for them.
Ooh, hell yeah. What are the upgrades?
I got my polonium. It's unlimited power core.
Fuck yeah. Can you just DM me any and all information you have on that story weave?
I'll send you the document that Spellboy had me write up on all my story weave stuff. Because the power core is basically the first upgrade I need to get all the other goodies, because all the other goodies require assloads of power.
So yeah,
Sweet.
We've just written her up the contract, the contract to just give to Phil so that we can at least have them start the next session in Shimetsu for waking up in the morning.
Awesome.
But
All right,
just getting it
sounds
okayed with the DMs, because always good to do that.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. Wonderful.
Progress. Character progress. What?
You've got to love just, you know, having someone that can sign papers. It's such a powerful job. There you go. Look, people say that the firearms are dangerous. You give me a pen, a 500-page document, and a room full of lawyers. Watch the havoc I can wreak.
It's like the contract with Henderson has with Trident.
What's he got with Trident?
I don't know exactly, but it's from the way he talks about it is a very powerful contract.
To be fair, any contract made with the corpse is pretty impressive. The fact that everyone thinks Astral's a corp is kind of funny to me. We're a company. We might work for them.
Best to people in the wasteland, at least. People in the wasteland, at least. I'm working on it.
Look, it's not all your burden to bear. The fact that, sure, we take a lot of corporate jobs, but people forget, as long as you're paying us the right amount of money for the base rates, we'll do any job. We don't care where you're from, or what you look like, or who you are. You pay us enough, we'll do it. I mean, sure, the rates are a little bit up there.
That is why I've been telling the Wastelanders.
Yeah.
It's been working really well so far. I'm pretty enthusiastic about it, actually.
I mean, we've been more than happy to pay people back.
More favorable reviews every day.
Yes, we're happy to pay people for doing stuff for us. I mean, what's to hurt it doing the other way around? Kind of weird. Anyway, I'll escort you both out and let you go to Shimetsu. And then I will visit our guest downstairs.
Thank you very much once again, Captain.
Not at all. By all means. Hopefully the upgrades go well. I hate to hear that you've been damaged in some way. It'd be rather upsetting. You're a valuable member of the team, after all.
If she gets damaged in any way, I'll work twice as hard to get it fixed.
Damn right. We are very protective of our assets. Right. Have a good afternoon. By all means, feel free to drop in the morning after your upgrades are finished and give us a report.
Yes, sir.
Good speed.
In case I perish tonight, Leviathan, you were always my favorite.
She's a good ship. The sub-bridge.
Oh, I'm pressing the button. Richard, what? Do this all day.
Dodson.
Richard. Richard
Dodson.
File check. See what you can pull on this Richard Dotson.
Alright. Now you tell me now. What were you doing?
I can see why they call him Keeble now. That was a nice hunt, though.
Journalist, sir.
Is he still employed?
Glad you had fun.
Very,
One moment.
very relaxing.
Like I said, he's an old friend.
That's how how you got the information, ain't it?
No.
No? Sure about it.
Now listen up, buddy. My friend Keeble over here could do this all day long, and I'm sure you could do. But I'm getting a little bored with this shit, so let's make this quick. You tell us what information you gave your friend Richard.
I gave him
Or-
nothing.
Were you planning on giving him something?
Of course not. I know what that would bring.
Wrong answer.
Stay with us, buddy.
Now
You
let's
ain't
try
done
this
yet.
again. What information did you leak, or were you planning on leaking?
I keep telling you, I plan to leak nothing to him.
Then why does he want to meet you in that noodle shop without further telling you anything else about it, and why were you not suspicious at all?
We're just old friends, catching up. That's all.
Why did you block his number?
We had a falling out years ago. It was meant to reconcile.
I got it. Here's a little story about this. So, Richard Dotson is a middle management journalist at Trident. Working hard, doing whatnot. This little fuck ain't got shit. I don't any prior employment for our fellow here? Samson, whatever your face is.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Oh, that's interesting. Extraverse.
Oh?
Wow. What was he
Tell
fired
us
for?
a little bit. Yeah,
Say that one more time.
just wanted to ask him himself.
What was he fired for?
What was he fired for? Let's see if we can find out. That's a tough one, Chief. Access denied.
Hey, okay. So you
Well,
fucking around with
you can shed some light
and
on it.
trying to spill secret.
He fucked up big time. My throat's dying.
I'm so fucking ready for this. You say it.
Not yet, Cable. And just before you say something, I just want to warn you. Just because we can't look it up right now does not mean that we cannot get the information. Captain Rivers over there is actually a pretty good friend of Mr. Myth, who happens to be the planetary head of Traverse. So, if you lie to us, we will know it.
Let's go ahead and let him soak in the tub for a little bit. Maybe he'll be more willing to tell us something if we keep him overnight.
Yes, lovely spa treatment.
Alright.
Alright, buddy. Get up.
What's the tub?
Nap time's over. Rips off cords.
This one had a little bit of toe on it.
Nah, he's fine.
Big
one is
a nice drink of liquor, and now you need a wash up, and
You know,
man, he's
let's go with
sweet, buddy.
lucky door number 2.
All right, get in there.
Have a walk inside, ignore the fact that the door looks like it's closed. That's all just psychological warfare.
Operator, I need a 10-gallon bucket of ice. And you need to fill that bitch up.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
We'll see you in the morning. Have a good night.
Perfect timing as well.
Yes.
End scene, you can respawn.
I want to talk to you and actually to you two in my office for a few minutes.
I think that's all we've got left. Very few minutes.
Alright, everybody. Quick briefing on the situation with Phoebe. What happened?
Everything's fine and handled. Contract sent through to Shimetsu to make sure that use of their corporate facilities is agreed upon. Nothing is going to be taken from them. They won't take anything from us.
Shimetsu?
Yes. All of the components for Phoebe's upgrades were provided by Phoebe and Mr. Prowler, I believe it was. All they needed was the
What happened to
corporate level
Phoebe's agreement
facilities.
with Valkyrie?
Well, that gets a bit more complicated. She got what she wanted and is currently able to play Valkyrie against itself. We can run false flags on Valkyrie as they think that she is an informant.
We need to fabricate an info train funneled towards getting Valkyrie to believe what we want them to believe.
I'm putting Jerry in charge of
I don't
that.
think that's going to be exactly cheap.
Yes, you send the billing through, Jerry, but I know you've got the information that you want to pass around, and it'll find the right places. You'll have fun with that one, won't you?
All right. Absolutely.
Well, I had some fun hunting today.
Good to stretch the
There's
legs.
just one question remaining. Where the heck is Ophi?
She didn't check in
Where is Ophi?
recently. She made her last scheduled one, but she didn't check in this one.
Ophi, please report status and position.
I am currently in the upper city. I just arrived here by train.
Alright, understood. It's good to know that you're back up here safely. We are all signing off for today, so we're going to see you tomorrow.
Understood.
I'll sleep. Alright, you two, you're dismissed for now.
Right. Oh, by the way,
The captain leaves.
yes, Phoebe's the recording of Phoebe's interaction in the Valkyrie thing is on your computer.
Alright,
You
I will
can
look through
peruse
it.
that. Right.
For now,
Good night.
I need some sleep.
Well, I'll leave Joe to his quick talk. If my armor hadn't been in for repairs, I probably would have gone there. Good to see that everything worked out, though. Glad the Admiral got to get out some of that bloodlust. Well, better get ready for bed.